We're on?
Let's see. I'll tell you in a second. So basically,
Yeah, just do it.
the only way to find it now, which is weird, unless you go to the actual stream site. Oh, it didn't work. Did it? Is it not working? Hang on. Shit.
We have some important topics to go over tonight.
Is this, what do you mean? Is this recording?
I thought it was.
What the fuck? No. Not that I can see it. Look, it's not recording. It's not streaming. And let me make sure now. This is what you have to do, right? It's actually more complicated than I thought.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Look at the guy's frame rate.
Just don't get rid of. Don't go over.
A bunch of, but like still, who wants to look at that?
Yeah, pull up a new window.
Guy's frame rate's pretty serious.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is actually working.
Yeah, I thought.
See how it is on the actual site like this? So this is what I have to do. This is super confusing. Watch. So like, you go to the actual thing, right? And you go to go to that section.
Right.
The stream section,
yeah.
right? And then wait, you have to like so that one's off. So now we have to like this one goes to the encoder.
Yeah.
Okay, and then watch. Let's make sure that come on. Yes. Okay. Okay, so put whatever you want. Let's get rid of that though. You can take care of the rest because you hang on.
Just do the thing and then So it goes into live streaming.
Wait, what?
So it goes into live streaming.
So well, I add delay as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And then so then all this stuff you could do, I guess, right? Wait, where is it? Right here. Right, and then I'm gonna pull that up here. That thing. What is it? Okay, so. This work? Cool, perfect timing.
Whoa.
That's loud though.
Yeah, that is super loud.
We don't need volume on anymore, but
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, we don't need.
I'm running away from that bottom guy. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay.
Then I get him right here. Yep. That's the real shot right there. That was so stressful for a minute. If I can find that one of you guys' team killing, that would be the perfect example. Show people. Like if it had audio and we could hear that guy reacting. You know? Okay, so then let's find your picture too now. I'll be more blunt about it. Yeah.
Save. Okay.
say it's prevalent. Prevalent. What? It's not a word?
What's the word?
E-A, how do you spell it?
Seriously?
How do you spell prevalent? I have no fucking clue.
P-R-E-V.
Yep.
A-L-E-N-T.
Okay. Oh, I didn't use the A, I used the A. Who's that photo?
What?
This is funny. Did I save it? I did. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna laugh. There you go.
Okay, so we have some important things to talk about today, and
Yes,
this
very
is
important.
coming from someone who, well, I used to think that sexism. I mean, okay, obviously this has been a topic that's been covered before, but I'm just going to talk about.
I had heard something about this.
Yeah,
like
I'm
the Gamergate or something.
I'm gonna talk about.
Tell us about your experiences, yeah.
Yeah, just all I can really say is like my own personal experiences, and I used to think that sexism didn't exist, but looking back on certain things that have happened, well, once in real life and also in the gaming community within like, the past year or so.
Right.
I realized that sexism doesn't exist as long as you are playing to your specific gender role. Then it doesn't exist. But once you try and encroach upon a man's world, what he perceives as his world,
I mean, sexism in general doesn't exist.
That's when the lines start to you start to run into barriers, and then you realize, holy shit, sexism
They don't want you there?
Yeah, exactly.
I had no idea you felt that way.
Whenever I've tried to play men's games,
It's
not
terrible.
whenever, but oftentimes,
Often, yeah.
when I've tried to play men's games, it's unfortunately been a negative experience. When I first realized that sexism existed and it wasn't just like some, feminist bullshit, and I've never like considered myself like a feminist or anything like that, was when
Apparently you are.
Well, it was when I first got into the sport, the game. I don't know if you want to call it like a sport. It's not really it's not like
esports.
It's not an aerobic activity. No.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about when I first got into golf.
Oh, golf.
I'm talking about real life.
Oh yeah,
Okay?
right.
So when I first got into golf,
It's a girls' game.
It's mainly men who play it. Like you don't typically.
You don't even have an opponent.
You don't typically see many women going on like big golfing outings or anything like that. Like women's golf isn't very popular, but it's something
You
that
see women at the course though.
every so often. But it's something that I did to relax me, and I would always go golfing with a man, and I was like, okay, cool, and there were no issues. There were literally like never any issues as long as I always had a man with me, and I was like, all right, I love this, and like I start getting better at the game, and everything's cool, and then one time I tried to go golfing,
ruins it for you.
and I'm wearing what I would typically wear golfing. It was like, I think it was over 90 degrees that day. It wasn't really like the best day to be golfing, but I went to the exact same course that I always went on, and went by myself, and I was just wearing like a t-shirt basically. It didn't have a collar on it, but I always just wore a t-shirt and like shorts, like nothing slutty. It was whatever. It was just like a typical golf. It was like a country.
But didn't that guy try to get you on? Was that the time the guy tried to get you on the technicality or something like that.
Yeah. So listen, so I
You weren't technically wearing
go
golf
in there.
clothes,
I'm not with a man. Yeah, I'm not with a man.
Time you're without a man, right.
One time I'm without a man.
That's a good story. Yeah, tell that one.
Yeah, and the guy.
This guy was such a hater.
Behind the desk.
What a hater he was.
Saying how I couldn't play, and I was like,
Right.
"What do you mean?" I was like, "Why can't I play?" I was like, "I've been coming to your course like every single week. Why? I don't understand. Like, why I can't play?" And he's like, "Oh, it's because of your outfit." And again, like, I wasn't wearing anything slutty,
really?
nothing tight. So I'm like, "What do you mean because of my outfit?" Like, I was pretty much wearing like standard golf clothes, and he's like, "Well, you don't have a collar around your shirt." Like, it was like
Really?
some like stupid technicality, and I was like, I come here every week. Like,
That's trolling.
I'm always at your course. And he's like, "Sorry, there's nothing I can do about it." And he would not let me play. And that was the first time that I realized that sexism actually was a real thing. When you're encroaching upon a man's environment.
He thought he was like so manly at the golf course. But
Yeah.
It's like, dude,
And
you're not fooling anyone. Y'all don't have any testosterone left.
well, yeah,
None of
that's
y'all
your-
at that golf club. Y'all.
But like, I remember like how hurt I felt by that, because he assumed just because like I was a woman that I sucked, but it was something that
He was afraid you were better than him, obviously.
It was something. It
I see that
was
now.
something that I'd been doing, like, you know, on a weekly basis, and yeah, I figured. I didn't. I guess it got to my head a little, and I didn't really even think like, oh, I need.
You had the right to use your own golf club.
Yeah, I had my own golf. I have my own golf.
But the
and
clubs
stuff,
have the
everything.
right, technically, to refuse anyone they want.
But they had
So
never.
they can be sexist
but
legally.
They
I guess.
never. They
Just
never.
a bad look.
They never. But the point is, they never refused me.
So that's
ever,
the first game
ever.
where they never did.
Yeah.
But that guy was a particular form of hater. He was a.
And then after that, I went to other courses. Always had a man with me, wearing the same thing, just like a T-shirt or whatever.
Yeah.
Was never ever refused again. And like, I've seen some men on the golf course, like this one guy. He had like his golf cart like tipped over.
He tipped it over, yeah.
Like that's how
yeah.
much he.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I was like, what, like.
They don't care.
Yeah,
Men
but
are allowed to do
I
anything
wasn't-
because they're drunk.
But
they get
I
stupid
wasn't
drunk.
I wasn't mad about
There.
it. I wasn't like, yo, get off the course, bro. Like,
And-
it's a game. You know, we're supposed to. You know, we're supposed
Yeah,
to
yeah,
have
right.
fun.
Yeah, that's how they
Yeah.
would be like though. If you did that, oh my god, I bet they would have reacted way differently. Like,
Oh yeah, exactly.
Oh
If
my
if
God.
I had tipped over, yeah. So it's like
That guy
I
looked
really
like an
I really
idiot.
feel like when I'm on
like
the
a
golf
big
course,
fat idiot. He's too fat for the fucking
yeah.
thing, so it fell over.
But I feel like I really have to like, you know, tiptoe around now, like when I play golf and
Yeah, that's traumatizing.
make sure. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, it is a real thing. The reason that I didn't believe sexism existed was because I was always out, like, you know, in heels, just the stereotypical woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I would get my nails done and, you know, go to places where women are
That's
allowed.
all women are supposed to do,
where
yeah.
women are allowed to
You
go.
start to do the golf, then
shopping,
it's too much.
you know, that's cool.
It does
but
seem so
the
fucking
second
weird.
that I tried to golf, that, you know, without a man, that was it. They're like, who are you?
I think they don't want you to find out that it's a
who is
girls'
this-
game. I think it's
could
the
be it,
best kept
too.
secret that golf is a girl game, or like the dudes that do it.
It's more. It's a
the
game.
testosterone level of
It's a game of strategy.
a chick. It's a strategy. Yeah, exactly.
It's mainly.
It's not manly.
The courses I went
I
to,
don't
it was
see how-
mainly. It was mainly like.
Some men might have an advantage.
It was mainly older men
Um,
playing it, but like, you
on
know,
their-
God
their first-
forbid I was
What do
good,
they call
you
it?
know,
The first
'cause I've been playing for a while.
tee off. Is that what it is when you first hit the ball?
Yeah.
Where you have to hit it a long way.
Yeah.
So like some men might have an advantage there, possibly. That's it though. Really, it's more about knowing the course and stuff. Like how we discussed in the game, it's about knowing the map. Everyone's gonna suck if they don't know the map, right?
Right.
That's the main thing about every game. If you know how to use the game, anyone can be good. Or you can tell them to be. You can like instruct them.
Yeah.
I personally have the ability.
It's more
to
about
easily
like,
instruct
it's more,
anyone.
It was more about just kind of like keeping women like out.
That's what
of,
it seemed
out
like.
of- out of
Because you were
their-
gonna pay to go
out
to
of-
this course too, right?
Well, I always paid. Yeah.
Exactly. So
It's more about.
He's not
it was
having
more
money?
about keeping women out of their territory. So that was like.
But
that
why,
was my,
though?
That was
It
my
seems
first.
like-
That was my first experience with it.
is it because
Why? Yeah. Why?
why do they want only men
Do you
around?
think? Do you think it is
Yeah.
insecurity?
Yeah, but now it's like
Because
but
the
why, though?
only
It can't just be about beating.
the only
you,
other
you know
the
what I
only
mean?
other
These
women
guys
I've
must
seen.
not like men, like women. Period. Like at all.
the only
You know what
other
I mean?
women that I saw on the golf course were like they were with like husbands or whatever,
Right.
and then they're just like, oh hi, yeah, okay, we'll let the women play. Like,
Some of them were good, I thought.
women. Oh yeah, this one guy had had kind of a similar experience. He wrote online about it. About how like his girlfriend actually didn't play, but he brought his girlfriend with him and like a bunch of buddies,
Yeah.
and she was just gonna be the caddy, and they were just like, no, she can't be the caddy. But there have been times when you've come with me golfing and they didn't care. They didn't care that you were the caddy.
What?
But they don't. They just don't want women on the golf course.
I think I was talking shit about golf too. I was saying I was a girls' game.
Yeah.
I don't
But
wanna
they
do
didn't.
this.
But they didn't say anything to you. If I had said, if I had said that,
To me. It has to
if
be
I had
people,
said that, it would be a whole
because
different
normal
story.
men with testosterone can't go that long. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like they're not gonna do that. That's crazy.
Yeah. So sexism doesn't exist as long as you
It's a
stick
bunch
to
of
your
old
role.
eunuchs playing golf. Like, let's be honest.
Well,
Like, the
it
secret's
is
out of the bag.
it is a fact that
Out of the
that
bag.
as you age, your testosterone does drop. Yes.
And you have, and
So
this
that
happens-
could-
yeah.
That could
I
lead
bet we could-
to some psychological
No, I bet
problems
we
that
got
could
medical
cause
records.
insecurity.
No,
I don't
no,
even
bet we got
care.
medical records. We can link prostate size to golf games. Like the closer the size it is to a golf ball, the more golf they play. Right?
Yeah. I don't know.
No,
I
I'm
just.
serious.
I,
I guarantee that's true.
yeah, it wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't exactly like a
And we could have like a little diagram up for the doctor's office where like it shows the male anatomy, but like a golf ball is the prostate.
Why don't you do that then? You should get on that. I'm
Yeah.
sure the men would be very
Yeah, they'd be happy with
open
that.
to that. Anyways, I love golf. You happen not to like it.
No, but it's true. I guess that could cause psychological problems too. You're right. But then how does that explain the sexism in the games though? Is it? I always thought, okay, it's probably just some like really young kid, or like you know, just haters in general.
Well,
Just
that's
whoever a troll is, whoever a hater is.
well.
You know, I guess we now see it could be an old guy though, like at the golf course. So that's weird.
Right. They just want to keep
Mentally, they have to be children.
what's theirs. Like I guess it's like this male bonding thing, and then if they
Sounds
were
sorta gay
and then if they
To me, don't you think?
and then if they were to see that like I guess a woman was better or good at what they consider theirs, that could cause some emasculation.
Well, why though? They're just trying to impress men. Why are they trying to impress men?
Yeah,
So
it's
much?
just about like the boys hanging out. They're getting away from the women. Like
yeah.
they go on golfing trips together, and you know,
Trips.
yeah, and you know
What do you
and
mean
you know
trips?
and
Like
you know what they do.
overnights?
I know this for a fact
Wait,
because
overnights?
I know men that golf.
And
yeah,
go on overnights
I know,
with
and
each
then
other?
and then they go to the strip clubs afterwards. Like the women are the strippers. That's what they see them as. The men, that's their golfing thing during the day. Yeah.
I think my head is all wrong.
No, this is what men
They
have
go
told
to-
me they do.
They go to overnights with men to golf.
Yes, but they go to the strip clubs at night after they're done.
So that means they're straight. They make sure to tell you that they do something as
Dude.
bad as going to a strip club. I don't know. This seems suspicious.
Okay, that doesn't. That doesn't. That's besides the point, though.
Well,
Like, you're
not really,
you're
because
missing.
You're, of course, you're not going to be accepted in a community like that. That would blow the case right open.
I just didn't understand what harm I was doing by going to golf, and I wasn't asking to play against it. Like, yeah, I think it's like they think the women are going to be slow. It's like they prejudge you.
True. Yeah, true.
Before even knowing anything about your golf. Like I've actually had men hold me up, and I just
True. Yeah.
stand there and I don't care. I don't say anything about it. I just let them go. It's supposed
Just let
to
whoever
be
goes
like
go,
a
you
very
know?
like a leisurely game, but
Yeah, it's supposed to be if you're
you
on the
know,
field. Like that's how
so
I feel about
men-
video games.
they took the fun out of golf. At least that one.
They ruined it for you,
that one day for me. They didn't ruin it for me for good, but
Well, it really took the wind out of your sails, didn't it?
I was pretty shocked to
Yeah.
say the least.
That's
that,
pretty sad.
that happened. It's fun.
Sad, yeah. So how you
so-
say you experienced the same thing though? You felt lately, especially last week.
No, not
with the Rainbow Six community.
Not always. But you know,
Some guy called you something.
No. Listen, dude, I don't care about that.
Okay.
But like, okay, so basically, like, we kind of did a little experiment, guys.
Oh right, you and Big Jack.
Me and Big Jack, yeah. And we basically played the exact same way, and we wanted to see what everyone's response
With the
would
team
be.
killing
like
thing, yeah.
How different the men on the team would react to me as opposed to Big Jack. You know, a man playing.
Yeah.
And, they were a lot more, you know, we went in, we did like the whole team killing thing, and they were a lot more forgiving.
They seemed to scrutinize you more.
Jack, yeah.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't, you know, they would give him more of a chance, like they wouldn't kick him right away, like, yeah, they'd get annoyed with him, but like they wouldn't really say anything like really cruel to him. They'd just be like, come on, man.
You wonder
like,
why, yeah.
Whereas like with me, like, I got called a whore.
Yeah. I remember that. That's funny.
Numerous times I've been called fat.
That's wild. Yeah, the fat thing.
Well,
I've heard that too.
Because
I've
if you're
heard that.
a girl gamer, you're fat,
I've
right?
heard that so many times in Call of Duty, especially. They are really mean-spirited about girls playing that game. Like every girl is fat. I mean, it's probably mostly true, but I mean.
So yeah, they treated so yeah, like when Big Jack and I went on Rainbow Six Siege and we both like at separate times we both did like the team killings, like the overwhelming response was to, you know, call me all sorts of like horrible names, and you know, they just wanted to kick me right away, except for one dude who, you know, thought that type of gameplay was interesting, and then we made it into like a whole big like team.
Right, which was the idea. That's what we want to do in terms of team deathmatch.
And then I
realized
Hunter. Like, hey, that guy, you know, he really stood out as like a really good player. So the only conclusion that I can draw from that experience is it's the men who are more insecure with their abilities and who are worried about, because it wasn't like a ranked match or anything like that, which
who cares
apparently
either,
is a big deal. But
apparently.
like, it's more about like the guys who aren't as good. It really emasculates them if like they can be killed. If there's a possibility of being killed by a woman, like they don't like that at all.
Right.
And they're especially more hateful on games, on online gaming, where, you know, you can be anonymous because you could say all kinds of nasty things. So it's like, you know, you can say all kinds of horrible shit to a woman because you're never gonna have to see her again. But like, you know, if you had to like work in an office with me every day, like you wouldn't say that.
Right.
So, you know, it's more like, it's more unfiltered, and it didn't really matter like, you know, if I was playing like good or bad. Like if I was playing good, there was another chick on my team at one point, and when I was playing good, she was the only one to give me any sort of like positive feedback.
Right.
So.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And
right.
also in other games too, when I played with other chicks,
that
like
is
when
weird.
I've actually found like other girls that play games, which has been cool. It's always been the chicks who have like given me positive feedback,
or try to help.
If I've had questions or something,
sure.
they've always like wanted to help. So that's a good thing. You know, the chicks in the gamer community, they definitely stick together because there's
very very few though. Huh?
Yeah, it's so
That's
few,
weird.
few and far between that. Like you
just expect people to be mean spirited or to be cynical that play games because you hear it a lot, but.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that is fucked up, or because people rage.
Yeah.
This should be a time you enjoy, or like.
Yeah. So if you're good,
enjoying yourself,
if you're good,
you know?
like when I was playing good, they typically didn't say anything.
So you say they're insecure people are the ones that are.
Well, there's been research done, but
okay.
But I'll get to that in a second. But
okay.
then like when I was playing bad, it was like if it was a team of all male, like if there was a chick on the team, like she would she would be like, oh, go over here, whatever. Or certain, not every male. There were certain males that would be like, hey, guard, you know, on Rainbow Six, they'd be like, hey, guard this area, look, you know, they would help out. But majority of men, they would kind of stick together, like, you know, it's 5 players typically, but they would just like act like it was, you know, just the 4 of them, and like, you know, they just kind of would like ignore me, leave me out, like, and that was that until like it just became like drudgery and tiresome, and like I didn't want to play with the team anymore, which I think was kind of the goal of it anyways. Like a lot, I don't know, just.
Oh, they want to keep you out of the thing.
I found it in my own experience.
They just don't want you playing. You think that's what it is?
Yeah.
They want to take you out of the game.
Yeah, they try to keep you out of the game. So then you know, like I'll start
dudes.
I guess so. Yeah.
So weird.
So then like I'll start playing you know, like Lone Wolf. Oh, can you put the thing?
For what?
To use the controller, so it's like further.
Oh. Oh yeah, the thing.
But then like I'll start playing Lone Wolf by myself.
Yeah.
And then it's like you still, you know, it's like you still will get like the people coming in like, like you suck and like blah, you know, like blah blah blah. But it's like, you know, this is a game. It's supposed to be fun. It's like. And I'm like I said, I'm not saying every man. I'm not saying I've had a bad experience with every man gaming like that. That would be.
It just happens though. It's not hard to find.
That would be sexist of me. But yeah, you get even when you're just streaming by yourself, like just trying to like learn different maps, like try different tactics and whatever. Like you'll always get like the negative person who's like trying to like deflate your confidence, who's trying like not to get you to play the game, which. I think it's
because they don't have the game. Explain this. I think that's
but
a thing.
It's supposed to be. It's the you know it's called a game. Like it's supposed to be a fun thing. You know, it's not. You know, we're not competitive gamers here. And if you were, then you wouldn't even give a shit because you would. Yeah.
It's just a game.
But, yeah.
Nobody cares.
Exactly why.
You know.
I'm wondering why.
What are you insecure about? Yeah.
Why people care so much, but I don't know. The research says being lousy at video games could be the reason.
Someone wrote about this already.
It could make you more of a jerk.
Yeah.
And it could.
I feel like these people have to be lacking elsewhere in life too, though. Like really have to be like you know.
It's the
useless
quote,
somehow else.
Quote, it's the fear of losing to a woman.
The game is the only self-esteem they get.
It's the fear of losing to a woman that kind of irks a lot of men. As a consequence, they lash out in an attempt to remove the woman from the competitive playing field, which is like absolutely.
Could just be subconscious. They don't realize they're doing it, but they are. You know.
Right.
These lash outs, yeah. True. So that's very negative. Very negative. That's good that you brought attention to this.
Yeah, and like
you couldn't be that's sad.
And then it's like and then I've gotten like the guy who will be like, you know, sort of like flirty, like they're like, ooh, there's like a girl playing the game, but then like, oops, if you kill him by accident or what, you know, whatever, then all of a sudden like they're pissed off. They want nothing to do with you. So it's like, okay, so as long as like I just like kind of sit there and I'm not really involved and I flirt with you because that's what I'm here for. No, I'm here to play the game, buddy.
Yeah, that's a bad look.
But yeah. but then there are like when you're playing a new game, like there are dudes who you know, they'll help you out, and like
really want to win,
and they're really cool because like
that's the best thing you can do.
If you don't know, it's the same thing as golf. Like you were saying, like if you don't know the map at first, or whatever, like everybody's the same way. Like men just go into it knowing the map and being experts.
Right? No, we're horrible.
You guys, you guys
die the first enemy.
Yeah, you guys learn it. And so for you guys to like, for men, for certain men to be upset with
There's a learning curve. That's what they call it.
Women, and to think that either they shouldn't learn or can't learn.
Right.
Those were some of the vibes that I got.
But why? It's just your fingers. There's nothing
me.
Inherently really manly, I guess, about the use of this controller.
I mean, it's not like you're playing football. Like, you don't have to be bigger. You don't have to be stronger. It really is just about your dexterity and about using your brain and learning the level and learning the gameplay.
It's really about, in Rainbows or like aimless shooting games, mainly about learning the map, learning where people go, learning where to check for enemies, basically learning how the flow of combat is, basically.
Exactly.
Or in the case of
and I don't know anyone that just steps into a game that's an expert. And
there's nobody.
The people that care so much about that, it just shows so much insecurity.
Yeah, that's weird.
If it bothers you.
Why do they want to impress? Again, it goes back to who's judging them? Then this goes into their personal life, or is it they just want to impress dudes online and eliminate women?
I guess like it's not okay. Like, it's not as big of a deal to, get killed by a man or whatever, because men see themselves as like, on the same level. But if there's a woman in the mix, then it's like it takes it to a completely different plane, and it's like, oh shit, like I must, it kind of like materializes in their head, like, wow, I must really suck in it,
right?
Because men are naturally like very competitive. They don't and they don't like to play.
So why, but like
against?
How
women.
Can you be convinced that you suck unless there's something about you that really does suck?
Well, exactly. If you're that,
you must be sucking. You must actually either suck at the game for real.
There must, if you're intimidated by a woman coming into your game, there's obviously like some truth to your insecurity of a woman coming into the game, whether she's good, whether she's bad.
It can't be that they hate that you have the
matter
game.
because men that are because Big Jack did the same thing. No one
no one seemed to hate on Big Jack when you think they when.
But I'm a fat.
Seems like you got the worst of it all. Yeah, than anyone, any of us.
I definitely received.
You get the worst,
received the brunt of it. But
you get the worst trolling.
But even you, it's like when you've fucked up or misstepped or whatever, like. Did anyone? And no one really.
It was the opposite. It was almost like I was analyzing what I would do, and some players would like go out of their way to talk about how no, don't worry, man. Like next time, like whatever. But it's like to be like kind about it, and it's like I didn't even need that, dude. I was sort of analyzing where I fucked up. Like I agree.
Yeah.
But it's like this happens. We all know this happens, and we're still learning the maps. We're still learning the game. But like you could sort of tell though by the way we were playing. That we could, with the help of a team, successfully do any mission as good as any other person in a public lobby. So I can never been in that place where I'm insecure about public lobby people thinking, you know what I'm saying, or like that's weird. Like worried that they won't play with me or something because whatever.
It's got to be like it's just like there are certain it's just like there are certain things in life that are seen as like masculine, which I guess video games are seen as
they're stylized
but they're
for men.
They're seen,
and maybe it's true that men have better dexterity a lot of the time.
And there are certain things that are seen as feminine. And if you cross those barriers, like people, it tends to make people uncomfortable when you're treading new waters. I think that's why. Like there are a lot of female video game players, but I think most of the female video game, they hide.
They don't come on the mic probably.
I think
they probably are in the closet about games.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah,
You're right.
They play more like single player things, whereas like I think
or
Rainbow's
they just don't
really
talk
fun.
Online because they'll get trolled.
Yeah, I think Rainbow's really fun. Like
probably true.
Or they'll get guys like trying to hit on them and shit. Like I think it's fun. I enjoy playing it.
A lot of people play the games drunk. That's the problem. I think that's what it is a lot of times. Drunk people just saying shit.
I mean, that's speculation, but yeah, very.
Speculation that they're drinking while they play games?
Yeah.
You think I'm speculating that?
Well,
That's the true thing.
That's the true thing.
I mean, I would bet anything on it. Maybe that is speculation, but in my experience is that very many good number of people are drunk on the game because it's like their day off, you know.
Yeah.
So like
true.
they probably start drinking early in the morning.
But you have to kind of like have like a thick skin to like play online games. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's
I guess
why
if
it's
you're gonna try to build a
it's so
team.
it's so overwhelmingly like, you know, a masculine thing.
But it's inclusive seemingly to females because they do add female characters and they have done that for like a decade now at least to many games, most and all.
Because they're trying to get.
I don't think Call of Duty has them though.
They're trying to get women more into it, but it's like, how do you know that like I'm not like an actual combat veteran? Like you don't, you know, the woman playing it, you don't.
It's unlikely, but it could happen. Yeah, you definitely could happen. True, too true.
Absolutely don't know that.
Or you could actually be like it's unlikely though. I mean, definitely true. That you shouldn't just judge people for no reason. I guess. It makes even less sense that games like golf and then video games when it's really like, you know, it's not like it's even a button mashing game where dexterity would matter. Like the one player that told you where to look or whatever, like told you because you didn't know the map. That's the most best guy because
when I just started,
that's effective. You got to tell your team about the map, like, and you have to do that anyways, despite.
Yeah, because you're gonna do that. You're
gender.
Because I noticed I noticed like when you were playing, like there was a lot more like back and forth and like really like working together as a team. Whereas I felt like when I was on there, it was kind of just like.
Well, I go out of my way though to like,
like
be with the team though. Like I go out of my way. Like I know I go out of my way to like help, like just be with the team. Like I you know what I mean? I really like follow them around.
Yeah, but the
watch
point
everything
is,
they're
like,
doing.
It's a team thing.
Or I tell them where to meet me, or I ask them where they want me to meet them, kind of thing. You just always kind of like, you know, you always kind of like, in that sort of game, you always kind of like stay with them, or you try to kind of be.
But anyways, like
in order to be more effective.
Women do enjoy video games, and I think a lot of them are being pushed offline by just like
this is true, I think.
the blatant like
it's definitely true.
Just like non-inclusion and like
it's not inclusive, I guess.
The name calling, all that shit. So you know, I just wanted to touch on that a little bit, because like. Yeah, we could. Yeah, we would be both playing Lone Wolf, and like I would get like nasty comments, and like you, nothing. And like that's fine. It's just.
I thought they were talking to me.
No, it was when I was.
That doesn't mean like it's because if people comment on the stream,
But I was one.
It's because they don't have the game.
I'm like, where does that come from? Like, obviously, it obviously has to be like. From, you know, a place of inadequacy because anyone that's like successful or doing well or feeling good about themselves,
they're insecure about their game, I guess.
They're not going to go out of their way to make someone else who's just trying to have a good time, who's interested in something, you know, feel like.
How dare you log on? Like games should be games are supposed are inclusive in my opinion. How dare you even attempt to play a new game that's like not for
like don't even attempt it. It's like
don't
okay, then
ever buy this software.
You know what, then don't play the female characters.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't. I still haven't. Except that one time with the that French operator who looks nothing. You can't even tell it's a female.
Yeah.
And just because it got that scope, and that rifle. Okay, no, that was the only time. I swear. I never was a female in Mortal Kombat. You know I wasn't.
It's just like a lot of women are like intimidated, you know, away from.
Yeah, they want to just play female characters and tell women they can't play the game. That's bizarre.
Games,
when you put it that way, that's really strange because like so many dudes, I remember now play as female characters, and I think they hate on women too.
They're more helpful towards like the clan, the men, like you know.
The what?
They're more helpful towards like the clan, you know, the men,
clan?
The clan of men. Just like my experience, my one.
Just pushing buttons though, it seems irrational. any person that can talk or like communicate, tell them what they see basically. Like if they see an enemy pass, even just that one call out is all I really need from somebody for them to have contributed to my satisfaction of the game, especially in a public lobby where I don't know who I'm gonna get.
Right.
You know, so like, yeah. I guess you did get a sort of like disproportionate amount of rage.
I was just trying to play and have fun, but I mean, I still didn't stop me. I still like the game, and I'm still gonna play. And I guess tonight we'll play more and.
Yeah, you want we could try to yeah.
See if anything.
Let's see if it happens again.
Changes.
Let's see if we can get.
I want to play
Let's go to the public lobby
and a lot of
and see if
a lot of the men that well, not a lot, but some of the men that are okay with women playing video games. It's I noticed that it's either the guy who was he was really secure in his playing and he was cool, or it's the dude that just wants to flirt with you or whatever, and that's
probably drunk. I'm guessing.
Yeah, but then
or very drunk at that point.
If you don't respond to that, or you emasculate
that seems unprofessional.
Yeah, but it's that
seems really unprofessional.
That's not what we're here. I don't even know you, dude. Why am I gonna?
We're playing.
I've even heard stories of
It's
and
happened.
maybe this is the fault of women or just our culture in general, but stories of women just flirting with men for certain items in games like World of Warcraft.
True.
And shit like that.
MMOs. That's a damn truth.
Right?
And maybe they're not even women, but women characters. And just because some of them I've never found, they're just catfishing the dude.
They'll sex with them or whatever, and then
right.
the guy will
and they probably just sell the gold on one of those websites.
Yeah.
They're literally virtual gold diggers.
So I mean, who's?
Yeah, they probably just profit from that. I bet. Yeah,
but I think
RPGs definitely a lot of girl type trauma.
If men started taking women more seriously as gamers, then that wouldn't go on. That wouldn't happen. They wouldn't be able to be bamboozled like that.
I don't know. Those people must be scum though to even go for that. To be for a character
really
there's something wrong with you. You don't deserve whatever you have anyways in the game. In my opinion, you were weak. That's just too weak.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I've heard about that a lot.
That makes a super irrational, and they could be suicidal people. That's what it seems like. That's super irrational. Or you're just very slow or something. You don't understand that. You never heard this story before, basically. So if you're just hearing it now, that's what's happening. Yeah,
but they don't. I don't know.
Well, they don't.
I don't know. Every situation is subjective, and like I said, I could only speak from my own experience.
I
really.
Can speak that I definitely know that people do that on MMOs, like you say.
Okay.
Because girls play more MMOs, right?
So it's
girls are accepted.
Yeah, as long as you're one of those chicks. But,
what's up with that guy?
He's just chilling.
What are you looking at?
I don't know. Can I have a piece of that? Okay.
Dude, there's nothing.
Gum?
There's nothing.
Oh, there's one. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, men don't comment on other men's appearances in the video games, I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I guess you're a fat kid. Oh, then again, on the stream, they called Jack fat, but that was it. That wasn't
they could actually see it. This is when they couldn't see me, and they were just I guess making assumptions that I couched hard.
And you were couching.
And yeah, but I don't know. I feel like that's unfortunate, and yeah,
they're closing doors.
Exactly. They're closing doors on what I think a lot of women would. Because I didn't even really want to get into games online gaming. Really, it took me a while to get into it.
I can see
Just-
how it'd be intimidating though for a girl.
Yeah,
Not
and
to
like
do it that way.
yeah, no, because like I mean, there have been times when like you've been on the mic, and like I've played for you, and everything ran smoothly. Like there was no bad commentary or anything, because like no matter how whether I played good or bad, just because like they didn't, you know, they thought I was
It's
a
like,
man. They
well,
thought I was him.
yeah.
He would be commenting, and like that would be it. So if anyone has like any comments, like anything they wanna weigh in on this, if they feel differently, I've stated my case. I've spoken my truth. So feel free to speak yours for sure. And what else?
Yeah, what else do you have to tell us? No, man, no viewer comments.
Okay. Maybe eventually. Well, yeah, like I said, that's my truth, and that's what I can really say about
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Okay. So that's it. These guys are the people that troll girls on video games are troubled because they're insecure, and same as golf course.
Yeah, exactly. So what I'm
Cool.
trying to say is sexism it absolutely does exist. And I can't believe I was so ignorant as to think that it didn't exist. It was only because I was abiding by all of society's standards as to what a woman should be, is when sexism what and where is when sexism did not exist.
Yeah.
But yeah, any secure man is not going to be bothered by a woman playing or wanting to get better. Like, I mean, yeah, because that's basically like, yeah.
Should we do a poll?
Because it's like if you think like a woman sucks at games or whatever, it's like it's incredibly arrogant, because it's like, I'm sure like every man that you've played with, and yourself included, has been just fucking pro, like right away. No, I'm sorry, but that's not
about that as much.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well then.
and then if
what's
your
the
like your conduct, like if you're communicating,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Because if you can communicate, then we can, and you're not playing loud music, and your mic is functioning properly. That's the only thing that really matters. Than anything else.
So I mean, I've had, like I said, I've had good and bad experiences, and I don't know. I was just kind of, again, I'm finding another platform where there is still some sexism that needs to be, you know, people need to be a little more sensitive to it. But if that'll change, who knows, really. Oh, we have a comment, just someone saying hi.
Here, I'm gonna put a poll up. Ready for the poll? Oh, sweet. Alright, ready? Here it comes. Oh, it didn't work?
Have you experienced?
Motherfucker. Hold on. It's supposed to say a lot more. Right? Oh my god, what the fuck?
What?
Oh my god, I don't know what the hell happened.
I think
Some weird shit. I have no fucking clue what that was.
I think you're only allowed to type like a certain amount of words in this.
Somehow like all this other shit got put in there. Watch.
Oh, it's probably.
Try this now. What the fuck? People that play games have the worst reputation. They're fat, And now they're sexist. There you go, that worked. So you're fat, you're on the couch a lot, right? That's how people look at you. Eating pizza rolls, and you are misogynist.
It's just my own experience, but I'm not, from what I've read, I'm not alone.
You're definitely not alone, I guess.
And say,
I heard it for years.
And that's so mean spirited too. It's like
you never
say,
know.
No, like okay, so like I'm being called fat. Clearly I'm not that.
Any girl is fat.
But say I was fat. Like it's a pretty cruel thing to say, and you're gonna like.
I think this is probably
you're gonna try and body shame me. Just
but when you
like,
can only hear on the mic, why wouldn't they just say?
You're mad about me playing.
You have a bad voice, bitch. Well, where's like? Why
I don't think it has anything to do with the voice.
They really wanted to be mean though, because they can't see you. I don't even think they can vote, can they? Or can they? You just type yes or no.
I think you can type. Let me see.
Type yes or no to vote. I think.
Can you type? Yeah, let's see. Or do you have to do the colon thing?
I think it's just yes or no.
No, I just typed yes.
Alright, try colon.
Capital, hang on.
I did capital Y.
Did that work? No, that did not work. Let me try the colon. Ready? Watch.
Yeah, I'm watching.
I tried it 3 different ways. I did capital Y. What is the game?
Oh, we got one.
Yeah, that was me.
What'd you type?
You have to do the colons.
Wow, really? I totally made that up. Alright, that's how you do it. Sweet. Nice, I'm so glad we do that now.
I know, do you think there's like, in your opinion, do you think there's like a certain type of chick, like if they sound like a certain way that gets more accepted? What do you think? What are your
now that I think about it, like anyone that I've seen.
What's your opinion on that? Like,
you're right.
And what's your experience? Like, what's your opinion as far as like as a male? What's your opinion as far as like female? Okay, I mean, I know you've always been like helpful to me, but like, what's your experience?
No, it's exactly kind of what you're describing. The only kind of females I noticed were accepted were, I guess, the ones talking dirty to the guy, maybe, or the one who was this ultra try-hard.
But like, why?
So that must have been stressful. They couldn't relax and enjoy the game like I do.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the point. It's like, I just want to go, like, it's something I do to unwind. I just want to go into it, and then, you know, the more you play, the better you get. I just want to go into it, have fun. Yeah, I don't want to be a try-hard.
You don't want to feel
I'm not gonna talk dirty to some random dude.
Right.
That's insane.
To get accepted in the community, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, really?
Now that I'm thinking about it.
And then it's like, if you stop talking dirty or something, it's like they're gonna call you a whore anyway. You get called a whore, no matter what. So it's like, what's the point? You know?
No, that's a good point. Yeah. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, yes, it's always been like that. It's never been just somebody fucking around like me.
Yeah, it's like it's like they make you feel like you really have something to prove, but then even if you do prove you're good, that still bothers people because they're like, oh my god, a chick's better than me.
I guess they still sort of talk to you.
There are guys that are secure enough with themselves that are like, they're like, wow, this chick's really good, you know.
I get what you're saying. Like, no, there are people that do that too, which is kind of weird. I guess.
Oh yeah, I guess to even notice that. I guess to even notice that a chick is really good is in itself kind of sexist, because it's like
they were just watching them. Yeah.
Did you expect?
You could tell they have like a weird crush on her or something, and it's weird.
Well, no, but it's like
it makes everyone uncomfortable in the party.
Did you expect the female player not to be good? So is that kind of why you're like, oh wow, holy shit?
No, they're just playing more attention to it, like in a weird way. But yeah, it just seems like it is weird. No, yeah. I mean,
but like, have you ever, in your experience?
I was gonna say something. I can't remember.
Your vast experience.
My experience. I'm thinking. We go on. Keep asking me. I'll try to remember.
What have you seen? Like, you know, because I'm sure, like, you've run into the occasional female player.
Right,
So like how have they been treated? How have they acted?
Well, as I described, all those things happen. But like, and like the way whenever I would run into him, like I said, I try to keep it super professional, kind of like
that's you,
just
though.
like I only call them out by their tag.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't even I just keep it super professional. I talk only about the game, and that's it.
But it doesn't bother you when a woman's playing.
No, only if, like I said, the drama that could come along with, I guess, the dudes playing with them would be the biggest drag on it. It wouldn't really matter if they weren't as effective.
That can like affect the game. Why the drama with the dudes? Like, does that?
Like I was saying, in a
what
party
kind
or
of
something
what
like
kind of
that,
shit can go
and
down?
someone is just constantly, because it could be like that. The radio is there's too much noise now because one dude is, like I said, the dude who maybe has a online crush on the chick, is just keep talking to her. He just keeps talking to her, or like
so you're just trying to play the game. You're trying to talk to your teammates, but you can't. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like you're in like this party chat or whatever, and you just keep hearing like these two.
You just
people,
tell this guy's
it's like you're listening into like a phone conversation.
The
or
guy's
something.
like, and I'm not, and on the reverse, I've seen it like times where like it was like the opposite, where like the girl, this is very rare. It's probably a lot of people probably haven't seen this, but like there would be a girl like that has a crush on a guy.
I guess it's a good place to meet guys. There's a
Totally,
ton of
I
them.
guess, but that was bizarre to me. And like I remember, like you would hear all kinds of weird, bizarre personal details about people in party chats, like especially on Xbox. That was weird. Like they were talking about coming to like drive to see each other and stuff.
And
that was weird. And I just like kind of feel awkward. Like, okay, I'm just some dude that joined your team.
Why don't they go into like a private chat about
because,
you know?
And I think they might have just picked me to join it honestly because I was keeping it professional. They probably only had a bunch of trolls, so they wanted someone to use a mic to not be like hung up on the girl fact, which I guess is pretty sad. Like I said, just closing doors. You're closing doors with these sort of reactions, you know.
But you know that's human nature, dude. Like not everyone's gonna keep it professional. They aren't at all, which is fine. But I just.
I think you should online. I think you should keep it professional.
I think you should too, but I think people are incapable of that. A lot of people are.
Because they get drunk. That's why. Because they think they should get drunk online, or on Xbox, or play with people.
They have some sort of complex. But it's like, you know, just the coming together of men and women, where like we can all just enjoy something for what it is.
For what it is,
right? It really isn't like a man's thing.
Yeah.
It's not, gaming is not like a man's world.
Yeah, they're taking it out of context, basically.
As much as like, you know, people, as much as it's been marketed,
just sort of marketed and stylized.
But they're starting not to do that. But like, I mean, even I enjoy like Fallout and stuff. Like I enjoy like the whole like post-apocalyptic theme. Like, is that a masculine? Is it supposed to be like a masculine theme?
You enjoy it? Yeah, I guess.
I thought it was interesting. I thought it was cool.
I guess. Well, no, because you could be a female too. You could be anyone. They
design
that story.
It wasn't pink, but like.
You can join. You can be a female.
I thought it was cool.
You can be a female. You could make. No, that game is more or less like just anything, I guess, because they allow all kinds of like you can marry a man. Or you could not marry. You could marry a woman, or you could marry the same sex.
That game really stepped it up as far as.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it taught you a lot about.
I don't know what that's saying, but like also you can't experience discrimination because actually.
Well, it kind of taught you about being like an opportunist.
Because there's no play.
Really.
Yeah, exactly. Be an opportunist.
All it did, they're like, okay, even if you're not gay, just speech check.
Exactly.
Be gay with
you
this
get
character.
benefits for people liking you.
Yeah, because then this character is going to tell you where this is, and that's going to help your game. So even if you're not gay,
so whatever you have to do,
be gay.
That's the ultimate level of relationship that you need to take with people for them to tell you things, and like for it to benefit you.
So it's not. It's not that much different than what certain chicks are doing to like
on the game,
to
on
get
every game.
to get certain benefits and rewards from men, you know.
Oh man, highly effective.
To get stuff from like their inventory,
I
whatever.
just feel like there's
free.
Been drama like that too
it's
on like
the
RPGs.
The same thing, yeah, exactly.
Or like a guy, the guy's like, I'm quitting the game now. He's like, because they always threaten. That's the thing about massively multiplayer RPGs that you might not know if you don't play them ever. Like the people, it's so weird and dramatic. Like the people will always like threaten to quit. Like kind of like they're gonna kill themselves. Is like what it sort of is. Like they're threatening. They want attention or they want someone to do something. They want some kind of result, so they're threatening to delete the game or quit the game. Like, but they always fucking come back. So like I was just always like, okay, dude, see ya. You know, like you sure you want to do that? Like, all right, we wasted all that time with my character.
It's kind of crazy.
But it's like it'd be over something like that. Like a chick would like fuck off and like just with his inventory, with all the shit in his inventory. She'd like just hustle at him. I feel like
dude, you were the one.
You're the dumbass that like you know this. How low could your IQ fucking be?
Yeah,
that you can use the computer.
They can't take like responsibility
you don't know.
for it, and it's like even so, it's like you think you're owed something. Like what did you think? Because you gave some chick your inventory. What like now?
What was gonna happen?
You're owed like a date, or you're owed.
You just got hustled.
That's
what happened.
What do you like? You're like essentially buying this chick with like fake shit that you won in the game.
She probably turned around and sold it to the gold sellers or whatever.
Yeah, but it's like
for real money.
Seriously, like what do you expect, dude?
That's pretty smart. Now that I mean, I would definitely expect that. But that person also, then you got to think that guy had to put himself out there like for that, and that's what it is. Like a lot, like a rich character. He's like, I'm a rich character.
You do put yourself.
As funny
out
as
there.
that sounds, yeah, it's probably somebody like.
It doesn't happen unless like you're talking to someone, and then you kind of like offer or whatever.
I bet that's. Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. I bet that's why they like go out. They're probably like, yeah, because they're guys. They're just stunting on the game with all like the high level equipment and stuff.
You can buy a lot of the shit too.
Well, I mean, somehow
a lot of people probably buy this shit.
You can always buy it, like down the line.
Women.
You can pay like the people like that's why those games are kind of fucked up because you can ultimately cheat with like a little bit of money somehow, like by like paying Chinese people to get you the gold or paying the whoever to get you whatever item or do whatever for you. They always find a way. So like they do that to like show off, like kind of like buy. It's just like it's weird.
It's like guys who buy like super nice cars.
That's what I was gonna say, but like
to try and like impress.
But it's obviously
a woman, and it's like
that guy obviously can't afford the car though.
No, but it's like you think just because like you have a certain status or a certain rank or whatever. There's like this superiority complex. Like,
right.
And you think that you're owed something, and you think that you can just essentially purchase a woman or a companion, or you can purchase someone to like a woman to like marry you in the game, because sometimes people live these virtual lives. Sometimes that's just as satisfying
really weird,
for them.
Yeah, right. But like they obviously, I mean, do you think are they living a double life? Do you think they actually have wives at home? Like they can be. It takes too much time.
It does take a lot. But then
I would be surprised. I wonder if they have wives.
They could just be.
The
wives could just be like those like gamer widows. The wives could have their own addictions.
Yeah, remember that? Yeah.
They could be addicted to.
So just not paying attention to him.
Or I
just wouldn't be surprised.
If they did have wives, it's obviously not like a healthy relationship.
It's probably definitely not a healthy relationship, but it's probably definitely like older dudes too, like trying to attract younger women, obviously too, like through this. And it's probably worked, once or twice. But then it's like, and maybe those guys got wind of it and were like, okay, I just got to give this chick a lot of gold, keep up with her expensive like fantasy lifestyle, basically.
That's crazy.
Right?
Some people get so into their character they forget like who they are in real life.
Yeah, that can happen.
It's like they do. It's like some people like their real life is like going so bad, and like they're
that's how it happens. Usually something really bad happens in real life. So you have to go live in the game.
They build up this character, and it's like this amazing character, and then like they expect they get
they're really
angry,
troubled.
and they expect like all sorts of like respect,
prestige.
And, like when it's just like, dude.
That's an illusion.
Where's
your fucking head? Yeah.
Like focus for a second. Like, it's not real life.
You don't want it. You're like, no, fuck it.
Or is it real life? If they're living in the virtual world, like, I mean, that's their reality. So is that? I guess that could be
such
as much
a strong
of a,
thing,
that could
though.
be as much of a real life as
it could be. It's
any,
like a strong
really.
thing. Like it is. If that's where you spend all your time, and that's exactly what I was saying about how they couldn't possibly have a wife probably on the side because the amount of time, or at least has to be someone they completely neglect and have no don't have to meet any kind of needs for.
Mm-hmm.
So then they can devote all that time to whatever the RPG or MMO or whatever to keep up with their fantasy mistress character, basically usually one of those cat women or something like that, something really really bizarre,
but again,
with one of those fucking fat things that isn't even able to the race isn't even able to, it's an asexual race. There's some bizarre matches, right, of characters.
Oh god.
But they couldn't possibly have a wife.
They could.
Or they could, but they couldn't. It couldn't matter though, kind of thing. The wife's okay, go cheat on me. He's such a slob.
But it's
or something. There's no way.
No, but it's they've kind of.
And people wouldn't even suspect that on an online game.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't.
So their stories could be anything.
But it's you've thrown in the towel. You think the grass is greener. It's because you can't. How can you fix a relationship when you're trying to foster a virtual relationship? You can't.
Yeah, maybe it's some sort of
when your head is elsewhere.
If you're
having marital problems, your head is elsewhere. You're not fully present in your real life relationships. There's no way you're gonna.
They could be trying to escape, or like I said, or maybe I'm thinking what if it's some just last ditch effort. Maybe they are hoping to actually meet this person, and it's a last ditch effort, not to be taken out of the gene pool, basically.
And people have met people online, and it has
happened, but it seems so rare.
It has been successful in some cases when the people were totally upfront and honest, and that's what it comes down to, transparency online. But most people are rarely transparent when.
Yeah, you feel
it's just crazy that it's just, but it's also, especially with PlayStation, with the whole real name requests, it's they're trying to make it too much of a personal thing when it's really just a game. It's fun.
I thought that was weird too. It seems like stalkerish.
But it is. But at the same time,
why do you want to know the real name?
What's better? Because if it's so anonymous, then that leaves people, it makes you more comfortable to be just complete assholes and less inclusive for whatever stereotypes or biases they may have.
That's where we're getting with this though.
But if you put your real name out
there, I don't enjoy.
Then it makes it they're too
you're
much
accountable now.
Because
you have a name, right? You're accountable. True. So maybe they would behave better. A lot of people, a lot of those weird type A people that would even type their real name in a PlayStation, especially So that would totally make them, because the whole psychopathy that comes along with it, where they're a good name, they have to behave a certain way because they're obsessed with their perceived reputation, because they don't know how to really feel. So that's a good point. But either way, it ruins the experience. The drama with girls or online mistresses, especially in MMOs.
Could that be another reason that men possibly just want to keep women out because of the drama?
True.
The drama.
True.
That could be.
But I wouldn't go to.
That could also be a valid reason.
I wouldn't jump to that conclusion if they were keeping it professional from the beginning.
I wonder what would happen if they just segregated games, only if
that they could have women's servers or something different servers.
If they had a woman's server, just for rainbow or whatever, and then just a man server. I want to see how that would go.
You could probably find
a lot more of an enjoyable experience for women.
No, you could probably find what you could do is you could probably find a group, right? Because I've seen this before advertised where they only want women.
Right.
Because this has been argued,
sexism they've experienced, right?
I don't know if it seems that's probably what it was, sexism or something, just any sort of trolling or player hating, by players or users on these online games, so they'll set up these communities basically somewhere. You should just make one on PlayStation. You should make your own community and try to just have girls in it, and then only enter matches with girls. So then you can play an entire terrorist hunt with a team of 5 girls that will be inclusive of you.
I'm curious. I'm just curious to see.
They'll help you play the game probably.
Yeah,
we should try to find that. Yeah, they'll all have mics probably.
I'm curious to see how that.
Let's look for that right now. Look for that. Yeah.
Down.
Let's find one. Let's find a girl community for you to join. Then you could probably. Oh my God, you're right. This is killing your experience. You would enjoy PlayStation so much more. Because I just remember when you were playing with that one chick on Mortal Kombat, how much more you enjoyed it.
I had such a fun time.
Oh man, you're really missing out because you care about this. Okay.
And I really do like playing.
Yeah, right. This is really enhanced the experience. So you
Yeah.
got to go here. Let's look. Let's look for Rainbow Six. Like type in like Rainbow Six. PS4 community for
Well, we can.
girls, I guess, or something. Women only or something. That sounds.
Is this what it's come
people
to?
were arguing.
Is
No,
this
like
what it's come to?
I think I saw this posted back like for some Destiny shit.
Would the men
and the
be
men,
upset if
the
they
men were upset. The men were like, "Oh,
Why
that's so
are you
sexist." There
Yeah.
was a troll that sat there and must have given it
Oh,
like 50
please.
comments. It must have got so many comments.
It wouldn't have come to this with the women if like the women didn't feel the sexism in the first place, right?
Sexism or whatever it is, it causes like, either way it's sexism, because if the guy's paying too much attention and yammering onto the chick, fucking up the radio, that's lame.
Yeah,
If
that
he
ruins
just
it
seems
for
like
the
a
guys,
douchebag
yeah.
because of it, like it just causes me, like it makes me like uncomfortable. Like, okay, what am I stepping into here? And then like I don't want like, oh shit, what if that chick comes to revive me or something when I'm down? Like, is that guy gonna be jealous? You know what I mean?
Oh, look at this.
Did you hear
look
me?
at this.
Did you find it?
What did you say? What did you say?
Did you find it?
Oh yeah. I know that is. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
did you hear me? Yeah. Were you listening?
Sorry, yeah. Yeah, it comes to revive me. I'm gonna be jealous. Is Rainbow Six Siege misogynist?
Oh my god, someone already said this?
Misogynistic.
Someone already
But
said
this
this?
was about the demo. This was like a while ago. Insecure is a sign of immaturity. Right. Okay. Yeah. This is exactly
Right.
what we were saying.
So that's the conclusion we came to,
I
yeah.
know it. So basically, the overwhelming majority of votes were I'm a male and not offended by the demo. 81%.
What about it was, because there was female operators. Wasn't there?
It's just
Yeah,
mostly
there was.
men voting. So.
They just asked for no reason. What did they say about it?
It was just about the demo though. It wasn't about like the actual.
Is it about the community?
No. Just like no, it wasn't. It's not. This isn't even about the community. So this is actually kind of like a moot point, anyways. But
We want to find you a group though, because you're not enjoying the games. You're right.
I know.
So they'll probably play all games, but like it's probably hard to find. But I did see it, like I said, on the Destiny thing. They had a lot of like
yeah. There's a reason for that. There's
girl-only things recruiting.
Yeah,
I would look at like posts.
There's a reason that gets started, you know.
Yeah, totally.
Obviously, because like the differences just can't be worked out.
No,
At least
no,
not
I guess
in,
not.
At least not in gaming, which is it's a man's world, and it's like.
But I think
games are not even 100% dominated by males like you would think. It seems like it only because women like kind of like they do like go into hiding, and that's a shame.
That is kind of fucked up. So I mean.
All right, so anyways, like Rainbow Six, the Siege review.
Yeah.
It's gotten 3.5 stars.
By what? By who reviewed it?
Um,
because they were talking that shit about the single player experience that you can't have, right?
It's right here on
That's how it lost points?
on digital.
This is me doing single player.
Trends.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, okay, so like the highs are the tactical gameplay requires brains, not reflexes. I think it requires both.
Yeah, but they just mean.
But since there's not. Actually, I would argue.
They just mean.
I would argue more.
To emphasize the tactical part, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it definitely does.
Obviously,
you're
requires
not using
reflexes, you gotta
reflexes like
shoot.
the whole time, but it's almost like you need to have more because like you don't know like when someone's gonna
Yeah,
shoot you. It's not like every second like it's like it's like
the enemies
it's
don't.
Not, it's not even. It's not like muscle memory.
I was talking
a
about
lot
this,
of
yeah.
these other games.
But they won't just come out, as you can see. I have to flush them out, and like the best strategy is, in my opinion, the safest, especially if you're alone, is to go from the roof down, basically, and like clear them out like insects. So you can get the bombers to come out because their AI will roam enough, and to, they'll do unpredictable things. But most of the other terrorists just like really dig in, and if they don't see you, they don't really risk it. So
right.
you gotta, like I said, you gotta go top down. Just clear it out like you're clearing out insects, basically, or like rats or something.
Yeah, it definitely works better that way. 'Cause I used to never like rappel up to the
You're gonna just if you're gonna just go in the door.
Yeah.
Right, when there's no
Well,
need, when you have an unlimited.
A lot of times you're just ambushed, but they're right there. Unless you get lucky and like,
you gotta like thin them out through the windows.
Happens to be fake, but they're always kind of like guarding.
Well, there's not that many enemies. You see, there's not as for the levels that are big.
There's like 22, but what
you got to do hit and run tactics basically. You know, to keep them like just shuffle them up basically, and then by the time you killed like 10 of them, they're placed really they're really spread thin within the level because it's so big at this point. This level's big.
Oh yeah, this level.
So, but still, you got to be careful because you'll see in this later I die because I don't follow the rules.
Especially
because I get impatient. But
yeah, right.
But like
sometimes, yeah. That's the thing. You have to be really patient because sometimes I'm just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go in and just I don't care. Like I'm just gonna murder all these. But then it's like once you kill one guy, it's like, they keep coming at you, and then like you're trying to fucking reload or something, and you're just like.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, you gotta take the timer off.
What's the level the level in Russia where like all the
oh yeah
Christmas stuff?
The cafe.
That one's like I guess a little bit easier because like
you got roof access.
Well, you can really only go in but you can really only go into like one building. So like basically all the enemies are like in that one building.
This one's a little trickier because there's 2 buildings it seems at least that I can see. And then there's like I think a catwalk and a basement. So like here I'm just fucking up. I shouldn't be in here yet. There's too many enemies. I should have been out on the windows. But and I demonstrated some more really good single player gameplay earlier with the German guy, the Blitz guy.
Yeah, because
who was effective. I actually won the level with
the lows of the game is lack of single player content.
This is single player content.
Feel thin.
This is thing you just wish you had a campaign and also probably the confusion with how you choose this. You can choose literally you can choose to go. I chose to go to this map on Terrorist Hunt. It's kind of confusing, but you have to use filters basically. You have to filter your matchmaking settings, which is really confusing and poorly thought out design than the other old Terrorist Hunt way where you could just pick the map and choose to have players or not. So you've got to now go into the options, which a lot of people probably don't see, and there's there's a top and there's a bottom as well. There's not just, you can filter maps and game modes for PvP, or go all the way down to the bottom, flash there. You have to go all the way down to the bottom now. You don't want to filter for PvP. You want to filter for Terrorist Hunt. So this is the bottom of the options menu where you can literally choose what effectively choose what map by eliminating all the others. So it's kind of lame that it wasn't more straightforward. So a player that doesn't explore the options menu and just expects it to be straightforward is going to say this isn't a single player experience because they're not going to be able to find it. They're literally not going to be able to find it. They need to put an option to saying, like maybe their own lone wolf menu where you can just pick.
So is it like
maps, pick enemy density, pick time limit like you used to be able to.
Do you think it's kind of like the fault of the game for not making it more obvious, or do you think it's lazy players?
No, it's not lazy players. Really, it's the game because the average person wouldn't look this deep into it to figure out. They shouldn't have to. It would be kind of like.
Now you're telling them here and now.
Right. Well, they should have kind of like I said. If you're a Rainbow Six fan, you should expect this, but. Like I said, I couldn't accept the fact that I couldn't pick the level and that I had to keep using. I had to fuck with like I get a Terrorist Hunt, but then I'd be immediately the next map would be protect the hostage alone, which then was really intense and scary. Like I just want to kind of relax, break down doors, shoot people, like take my time, go back up to the roof, like lay down for a bit. Like I don't want to be timed. Lay
down for a bit, yeah.
I just want to it's like an RPG now. Like this is what it is, and I want to slowly like work through this because it's a situation that doesn't need time. Okay, you gotta take your time here.
Those like 15-minute matches. Those are like.
That's too short if you want to do it alone.
Intense.
To use these hit and run tactics.
I guess they do get repetitive, like to an extent.
Doing just 5-on-5, but now we're talking 1 on 25. And 2 are suicide bombers at least. You need to take your time. You need to like slowly flush the building from the top down.
It's so realistic.
So clear that floor. I shouldn't be going down here now. That's where I made the mistake. This door. I should not go here. I didn't clear this floor. This might be the basement. This is never go in the basement basically alone. That's what the fuck. Yeah, he's already shooting. That's why.
you have to go.
This is a big mistake.
You have to go really slow because you can't
I just
regenerate
wasn't
your
patient.
health.
No, you can't regenerate your health.
Which is like,
exactly.
Which sucks because like you get shot.
No, it's a problem.
You
Yeah.
get shot at like once, twice. It's like that's over half your health. So it's like you gotta be like a pro.
Yeah. I don't think I had a full. You should go with a fully armored character. I was using the sled.
Yeah,
too.
that's true.
He doesn't have full
true.
armor, so you get less hits.
That's definitely good advice.
I'll go. The best guy is probably the. I don't know. Got the recruit, the Russian shotgun maybe, or I guess Thermite's good too, but because he gets a lot of charges. Or the Blitz guy, he also gets 3 charges. That's hard to say. Whatever works for you. Oh, I didn't even use drones too.
But something fully armored. Yeah, obviously.
When I
so when you get the fucking bomber or something.
Yeah, because you will never survive him.
Oh my god.
Fully armored.
Oh my god.
He gets you real quick, and you never know how he's gonna act because each time it's been hard to flush him out sometimes, and then other times it hasn't. So this is where I get killed. Yeah. Because I'm dumb and I go into their fully fortified basement where they're waiting for me. That was a really bad decision.
Failure.
They had the tactical drop on me by having all their guys in there, and me trying to enter when I shouldn't be.
Then some more of the highs of Rainbow Six Siege. Well built maps offer a huge variety of ways to play.
Exactly. That's the point. Variety of ways to play.
Unlockable characters offer different roles.
No game offers variety of ways to play. Let's just be honest about that. That's what to me completes an experience.
Because there are certain ways I don't like playing, and I like that I can avoid that.
You can enter in countless ways.
Yeah.
The rappels are so reliable. You can always use them.
It's kind of like it never really is like the same experience.
Oh, there we go. It's never the same experience. It's a lot less the same experience.
I like to avoid like the defuse the bomb and like.
You can turn those off now. Yeah, make sure viewers know you can turn those off, and I'll show you how. Yeah,
show everyone how to do that.
I will next time I play. I guess.
Okay. Okay. Or you could do. You could explain it here.
Right. So. I picked this map. I wanted to play only the canal. Now I'm being the Blitz shield guy. The way you do it is make sure to filter your matchmaking preference. Even though it's a single player, you're playing Lone Wolf. You have to filter your matchmaking in the options menu, and it's going to be confusing because there's both PvP filters, which you don't want to touch probably.
Okay.
And then there's terrorist hunt filters. Then you can effectively turn off every map you don't want to play the next round and turn off all other game modes than just Terrorist Hunt Classic.
So it's just
you have a choice.
It's right in the
to
options
experience
menu.
this game any way you want. You have a choice to play any level at any
you
time.
Don't just play things you don't
with
want to
any
play.
game mode. So you can choose if I want to do the hostage here. You can literally turn all the other game modes off to matchmake you only for the hostage game. Whether it's protect or extract. And then same goes for the bomb game. I don't know who would want to play that alone, but yeah. Then the hostage game is definitely possible to win, as you saw the other day. How I got there, didn't I? I got like right to the extraction zone.
You were so close.
Before I got shot.
With no way to like you're like 8 health and like with no way to like regenerate.
Oh, I had 8 health.
Yeah, with no something like that, and with no way to like regenerate your health. It's like if you
didn't see this guy. If I was paying attention, I would have.
But yeah, but like when you're playing alone, it'll typically take you about like an hour to get through like the hostage level. So, yeah, I mean your health is going to be pretty low by the end of that, and like your focus probably isn't going to be as good after playing for like an hour.
Did you get unlucky?
Yeah.
No, I mean like.
No, but once you have the hostage, it's like any terrorist
they
they flock to you. They flock to you.
Yeah, it's just it's about like.
It's the same thing like when you're defusing the bomb. Anytime you're near something they want, they'll come out.
No, I know, they will.
I mean, so that's kind of a like.
I think they spawn more.
If you just want to like pick off terrorists, the bomb level actually isn't bad because like if you go
near the bomb,
put down the diffuser, all the terrorists they'll come to you, so you could just pick them off. I mean, if you want some like really like quick combat, people are saying that it's like too. Some people have said that it's
it really
too,
was just about
they said it's too slow. Go to the
really was
defuse
just
the
about-
bomb
yeah,
level,
about-
and go defuse
Gameplay.
Go find the bomb, defuse it, and then defuse them all off, and then there's an option for some fast gameplay for you right there.
And you don't have to wait. Yeah, you can kill people without waiting.
Yeah.
In my opinion, in a really fun way that you really can't do in a lot of games.
Is this replaying the level? Can you
No,
wait?
this is another character now. See, I got the shield now.
Okay.
I'm gonna use it to stun the. You're gonna watch this. I'm able to
Okay.
stun the bomb guy in place.
You want to make it full screen for that?
Yeah, watch.
Someone's interested in making.
Yeah, watch. This bomb guy. That's bad. Yeah, watch. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is another mistake. Don't ever fight a guy that has an assault rifle and you have a pistol. That was just trying to be.
Oh, yeah.
I just wasn't
Right.
focusing. That's a mistake.
I find the
That was
pistols
risky to
pretty
do that.
useless enough.
What?
I find the pistols to be like pretty useless.
Yeah, they don't really have. Oh, they don't have range. Yeah. So that's. But you only get a pistol with a shield, so you kind of have to make it work. So I was kind of getting better with it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But watch how effective this shield is at stopping when you see me use it to stop the guys.
Yeah, I forgot a lot of people are watching this on like mobile too. Yeah, so it's probably better that we make this later so everyone can.
Yeah, right. Oh shit. See, I'm just fucking off now.
But overall, I mean, it's a good experience. Fun game.
Yeah, look how I can just go anywhere. You can go up the wall anytime I want.
I mean, well, you'd still rate it like you're probably your favorite first-person shooter.
I give it
out
5
of-
stars.
5 stars. Okay, hear that?
Yep.
5 stars. 5 stars.
5 stars. That's it.
Coming from Pig Game TV.
Yep.
Yeah, I definitely want to play some more.
I mean, I'd like to have like I said, the only thing I would add to the single player thing would be to add AI controlled teammates that I can command, which is strange that they don't have, but like really strange, but
So just
very
like,
strange.
Just like,
Why don't they have AI controlled
every,
teammates? I'm not gonna complain though.
walk everyone
not game
through
breaking.
this. So.
Like I said, this
Yeah.
is just really exciting because now I'm just here all alone. And this bomber's coming. Look, I stop him with that stun. He's stopped in this place, but something happens over here. I would have gotten away, but I'm going up the rappel, but then I go back down. What the fuck? And then off the edge. Haha.
That was, oh my god, I think I remember that. That was crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
Off the fucking edge. Watch here. Oh, he's just insane. Look at him. That fuck up off the edge.
It's so realistic. Like, oh my god, it sucks.
That
So
was
it
fucked.
sucks. It sucks so bad when you fall off the edge and like you
Yeah.
lose the mission. Like it's such like a
Yeah,
it's
it's
such
so
a-
embarrassing.
It's such a weak way to lose a mission. Or was that me?
That was me.
Oh, okay. I was like, was that me?
It's me.
Okay.
This is where it
I
starts.
I just remember that.
I would start up here. I was just testing this level to see what characters are more viable. Like, is the sledge more viable? I wondered because you've got that Mac 11, it's pretty dope, and sledgehammer.
Which is cool
Which
because when you're
is useful
trying,
for
'cause,
breaching.
like, when you're trying to melee your way into
Yeah, exactly.
like when you're trying to breach a building,
Yeah.
you only have to hit it once instead of 3 times like you
Yep.
would with like
And you don't have to waste a
like
charge.
like a gun or
Kind of goes
something.
farther than
Yeah,
charges
you don't have to waste
in a
the
way,
charge. Yeah,
and it's
so-
not really as loud.
So Sledge is good for that, but I would say
He's kind of a good stealth character, I guess.
Sledge is probably better like on like a team.
No, he's probably. I think he's.
I would think instead of like playing him in lone wolf, and you can't even really can't really.
The only drawback alone is his armor's not as strong.
You can't you can't really
You know?
like you can't really like kill people with the sledgehammer because
I don't know. I never tried it.
they're so quick
Yeah.
to shoot. Do you remember that one time I actually got close up to a guy? I meleeed him with my gun and then shot him.
Both bombers are already down. This was pretty easy.
Remember that?
Did you actually hit him with a hammer?
No.
I never got that
was with a
close,
gun.
no.
I meleeed a guy with my gun, but that's
Yeah.
like pretty rare.
Oh, with the gun?
Yeah.
Usually, when I tried it, it pulled out like a little like knife, and it barely, I don't know, it felt fucked up. I already talked about this. Like, yeah, the melee didn't seem right to me, but you said it worked for you.
No, it's definitely like very difficult to do.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't try it because
But
it's stupid.
Because
Because this person has a gun, so they're gonna shoot you.
You can like knife people too.
I've seen him do it. It just.
I got knifed one time. I was like, what the fuck happened? Because like there was like no blood or anything. I was just like, someone was behind me, and then I was just like dead, and I was like, okay, no one shot me.
The melee's not
That's
good.
really
I mean, at least you can melee, but at the same time, I wouldn't take points off because it's not perfect. You know, because that doesn't make any sense as far as reviewing a game. Because it's weird. Like, what weird standard could you hold it to that it has to be perfect? It just has to be pretty much better than anything around at this moment. What?
I'm reading viewer
Go to
comments.
viewer comments?
Yeah.
Let's go to viewer comments.
Nice. Nice shot.
Yeah, you see that?
Yep. Nice shot.
So you can do this. It's tons of fun to be had alone. Like these situations, like it always changes. Don't know what's gonna happen.
It
next.
is. I enjoy it.
I hear them. You hear them get close up on you. You hear them like their footsteps, like real life. It's cool.
Yeah. So.
But it gets scary because they're like shuffling around you.
If you actually do have PTSD, I would not recommend playing something like this.
Definitely crazy.
Like if you actually are like a war vet, well.
Yeah, definitely don't play it.
I mean, it might.
You'll feel horrible.
I mean, it's nothing compared to war, I'm sure, but I'm sure.
It's very close.
I'm sure it brings some bad memories.
Very
back.
close. I mean, if you're unlucky enough to be made to do this sort of close quarters combat.
Yeah, the close combat shit. I mean,
that would be.
It definitely makes me like never want to. Remember, I was saying I was like nobody could like pay me enough to do this in real life. I was like. Because you're like, oh, like for the terrorist hunt, you get like $250,000. I'm like $250,000 to take out 22 terrorists by myself. I was like, no.
They're using the gun. They're shooting.
Thanks.
Yeah, it really puts it in perspective when someone's just flying hot metal at you. And you've got to lay on your back, and you can't move because they're using this tool, the guns, to spray hot metal at you, basically, and also using explosive charges, which have made you deaf. You know, and then when you get shot, you can't see anymore. That's where it gets too realistic.
Oh yeah, because like if your health gets really low,
I hate
then
that.
like for the rest of the game,
for the rest of the game, you have to stare at white.
It's just like really like you're losing your sight. It is like you're losing your senses, and then you have to play the rest of the game like that. So it's like it feels like you're really dying.
That's what I don't like. You had what?
This on low power mode, so it keeps. And I gotta take this off of it, because otherwise it like closes out. Okay.
Oh right, yeah.
It's like really annoying. But I went to settings.
So viewer comments.
What? Your comments? Anyone have any feedback on our?
Viewer Jarcause something says that he's from a real war.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
But
I bet it's pretty. But at least it's warm.
He's fought in the war.
No, he says he's from. At least it's warm there.
Oh.
I'd rather be there. It's warm though. Either way, man. You know your life isn't so bad. I promise. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's like a lot of people watch this shit that don't they don't have access to the game or could never play this game, you know.
Oh yeah, but if you guys enjoy like our pregame show, and we typically do this like before we stream games or sometimes in between streaming games.
Yeah,
then,
just go over what we find.
Please like subscribe to our channel, like give it give us support. All you gotta do is click, you know. That's all it takes. That's all we need. Just subscribe
And this is where I
to
fuck
our
it up.
channel. Share any of our videos. That'd be awesome. Much appreciated. Yeah, because we're just getting started out here on YouTube gaming, but pretty fun so far. I mean, we play so much anyways, so like, why not? Why not put it out there on display?
Right, this is the future.
Yeah.
I hate that shit. It turns white. That's so lame.
Yeah, that's the worst. That's the worst.
It's the worst.
You feel like, and then it gives you more anxiety because like you're just reminded, okay, my health's low, and then it's like I almost like can't fight as confidently because I'm just like,
yeah.
And I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go
on like,
because I'm gonna die anyways because I'm dying anyways.
It goes to a grayscale.
Yeah, it's like it's hard. It's hard.
That's
definitely,
that's
it's definitely
stupid.
harder to see for sure.
That's bad. Again, not gonna rate it down for that, but really they should definitely change that. That was some high stakes.
It's fucking.
That was supposed to be
no
for
one
high
can
stakes
argue
mode.
this is not realistic. Like this
I guess,
is
but
realistic.
it's just like,
Yeah,
fuck that.
between the team killing, between the way that you like you slowly fade out when you die. I mean, wow. Definitely a lot of thought went into it, and the fact that it's so hard to melee
it's
people.
Weird
like
how they could do
like
that.
in games like Destiny and stuff, it's like someone's shooting at you and then you go up to them and melee them. Like that's not realistic. Like you're not typically gonna melee someone unless you have the drop. Like
submachine gun, that's gonna be so ineffective. Or a shotgun or any gun basically. There's really no good range to melee somebody.
Right.
And they can just shoot you from their hip or whatever.
Yep.
Easily. And probably much more accurately. Pretty accurately. Because even if they don't hit you, just the pressure from the muzzle would hit you probably. Pressure from it would be so great.
I don't know, it's a...
Anything you want to grab the person's gun, that would be
enough
effective.
war for me. This deters me from wanting to ever be in any war.
Why would you ever want to be in a war? You didn't know? It's like you didn't know this?
Fucking scary.
You didn't know this? Yeah.
Maybe it's not... But I think it's the most realistic type combat game that there is.
Definitely is. Definitely.
I mean, you could never replicate a real war scenario, but damn, it gives me anxiety sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
This is pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
This is pretty much everything you would do. You wouldn't do a lot, you wouldn't use a lot of, these are the tools you would use probably. Pretty close. Maybe they have just regular tools. A lot of them they have like drills and it's all tools. Guns are tools.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah.
It's not like
they are tools.
You're clearing out the terrorists. Like,
of course they're tools.
They're just clearing out the terrorists, like exterminators. They're like clearing them out like insects.
No, I said it's a hunting game.
I'm like,
except with people.
I got all day.
But what else?
This house is filled with people I can hunt.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, how am I gonna get them out? I'm just gonna start messing with them. You're allowed to do whatever you want.
It's no different than.
But it's like on some Home Alone shit where they have traps set up, so you gotta be kind of careful.
It's like they're just smarter animals. It's you got the
and
drop on him. You got the drop. You got the drop. It's no different than Cabela's African Adventures, really. It's no different than hunting an elephant. It's like hunting a really smart elephant, like in Africa.
Don't like in buildings, which is sweet in my opinion. No one's really ever done this. Like this. Like I like the fact of it being a building with a number of enemies in it, and that's it. Like that's not a horde mode where it's timed somehow. You see the beauty in just chilling, taking as long as you fucking want, kill all these enemies, and then just hiding out, hanging out when you come back to it later. Oh, there goes the bomb. See?
Bang.
Always recommend killing this guy before you go in.
Yeah, you definitely want to pick that guy off.
We'll go both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and the Blitz guy gets 3 charges, which is a lot. It's a lot of charges. So that's pretty helpful. That makes this character more effective than any other shield guy, really. And then 5. Also, he gets 3 explosive charges, breach charges like that.
So it kind of depends.
Also, 5 charges of the shield, which is like 5 flashbangs or stun grenades. Really stops them.
It depends on like the level you're playing, like you know what character is needed. Like it really varies depending upon the level.
At least what weapon.
Because they all have like their own skills which are useful like in different combat.
The thing is, you can always kind of lure enemies. If like you can pretty much. This is a rare example of a long range engagement. This is his weak spot. This would be the worst situation with this character because, like I said, I should have just ran away and waited for him to come closer when I was being a tryhard.
Right.
Go for it. You gotta do this now. This is not how you act in a real world.
I
This is dumb as fuck.
Oh yeah.
The guy's been pinned down.
Yeah, but it's just because you know that you're like whatever.
Yeah, he could have easily killed me though.
Mm-hmm. You would never do that.
Yeah, I would never do that.
But I find that
risk my life
you
like
typically don't do this. So I find that your play style is much more.
When I'm trying to win on Lone Wolf,
it's much more.
Rules.
No, but it's much more like real. It's much more realistic than me, who just like I just get like
impatient.
I get like impulsive, and I'm just like fuck it. I'm just
a new way to look at the game.
But
you're
just like
we're not in time. Okay, you just get to go to this house.
I almost get like discouraged because I'm like,
you're allowed to murder 19 people.
No, I know.
And destroy all their stuff.
But I'm like, well, if I have even that amount of health left, I'm like, fuck it. How am I gonna kill 18 enemies with that amount of health? Like.
Oh, I didn't even tell you about this other thing I wanted to talk about. I think one of the levels in Rainbow Six is like modeled after some Waco shit.
Really?
What's it called? I want to say Oregon though, but they had it in Oregon
Waco,
like
the mass suicides in
Waco.
Yeah,
it was like this weird compound. It's in Oregon though, not Texas or whatever. But it's like a compound like that, where like they have like spray painted on there, "Leave us alone" and shit, and like it just like I thought that was kind of fucked up.
That's nuts.
And then I noticed more inside. It was sort of like this like you couldn't really tell that it was a church. But they kind of gave you the feeling that it was a church, but like it's almost like it was weird, man.
And then they have the school. They have the school level. They have the school level, which I know is not going to settle well.
I can't find that one again. What's the deal with that school level?
I wonder if it was too controversial and like did they take it out or something?
For what though?
Because like that's a you know.
See, I stop them like that, but something happens here. I fuck it up. You get stunned in place. Crazy. Oh, then we have been eliminated.
But then people are also saying like further low, the progression system can be a slow, frustrating grind.
I don't know what they're talking about. There's nothing really. All there is to unlock the characters. That's all.
The characters, when you unlock them, have really interesting backstories. By the way,
you don't even need characters. You can just play on recruit, which is probably better in most situations, anyways. So, what are you complaining about? What are you trying to unlock? It takes forever. Couldn't take more than. We did it like 3 times.
Are they talking about rankings?
I don't know. Does someone know what the ranking system does other than
getting the gold coins to unlock characters? Is that what the progression system? That's like pretty big.
Like, you progress.
What about the progression is slow?
Could be slow. I don't know. I think that's just someone negative about the game.
Well, this is just like basically like a collective survey kind of thing.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know because there's nothing to unlock other than those characters, which it takes like 4 games to get enough to unlock them.
Multiplayer gets repetitive.
I guess. I mean, that's multiplayer.
And then you
do this instead.
You just totally nixed this
like
one where they say lack of single player content makes the whole package.
I think single player is the best part, honestly. Yeah. Human hunting, any way you want, you can literally ignore all players and just do this yourself all the time.
That's what it is, guys.
And just discover
Think
ways
about
to
it. You're hunting humans.
Discover different tactics to beat them. It sucks not having a team. They really should add in the AI team, but
it's like they're not like.
There.
It's like there are few and far between, but I love hunting games, but this is the ultimate hunting game because like the animals,
ultimate hunting experience,
the animals are always predictable. Like you're like, okay, like the zebra is gonna react this way. Like you know what's a predator,
Yeah.
you know what's a prey. You don't know how a human or
Yeah,
you know
they
even
don't
like an
take
AI
any- yeah,
human,
they used
you
to
don't
take
know how
more
they're
risks.
gonna you don't know how they're gonna act.
They take way less risks.
But
now.
like an elephant, a zebra, a gazelle, whatever, you know exactly how that animal's gonna react. You know if they're gonna try and stampede you. You know to roll out of the way. But with a human, you're just like, okay. You know, if I shoot, are they gonna come towards me, or are they gonna run away? Are they gonna try to trick me? Are they gonna try to lure me into the building? You don't know. So that's what makes this like the craziest
I
hunting
just try to lure them out,
experience.
yeah. Right, and especially alone, definitely.
Yeah,
'Cause you want to lure them out, right?
yeah,
But they're not coming the same way they would have. That when they were more mindless in the old AIs, they would sort of like take more risks. Now they take way less risks and they stay behind their barricades. Which is how I think I get killed in this one because they just didn't leave the basement because they couldn't find me. They weren't going to just leave where I was the one that walked in front of their gun to make that mistake. They didn't fuck up. I mean, actually, one of their guys fucked up, and the other two didn't make that mistake.
mm-hmm.
It's way harder to get them to slip up, really. And then the traps are different in every map. Remember, the traps are always different. And for Terrorist Hunt, it's random. There's no objective, but there'll be a random room that they've just decided to fortify. Usually where the arm or the ammo is.
Yep.
So that's
you
pretty much basically
you never know where.
That's
right.
the first
You have
step
to
to me
figure-
to
always
being
have to figure it
successful
out.
in Lone Wolf. I would say is to find out where the ammo is in the level. Knowing the map is key to success in any of these games. But like the
Right.
most important thing to learn about the map in Rainbow Six is where to get to refill your ammo. Because sometimes you're gonna run out. Like you have to fight this many guys. I
And
fell on
then
his
what
ass
was-
down the stairs.
That's hilarious.
Right, and you can't use enemy
That's
guns.
actually happened to me before.
This is a weird problem. You can't use enemy guns. I'm not sure why, because they seem to have the same guns.
Yeah,
that
you
use.
should be able to like pick up
You
their.
used to be able to
And
do
then
it, but
yeah,
you
running
can't.
out of ammo sucks
Yeah, so that
because
needs to
it's
be,
like it's hard to
But
find.
there is ammo. It's just they
Yeah.
guard it usually. So once you find it, you just gotta like
It's not just as it's
make it a
it's not
priority
just
to
as
always
unlimited
clear
shit.
it. Yeah.
What would you say are the main differences between playing on like realistic and as opposed to like non-real? Even though I find the
There's
whole
just
game
time.
pretty realistic.
There's a timer.
Mm-hmm.
There's a timer. It used to be that, they used to have high stakes mode, which that's where the white screen came from.
Right.
You know.
Oh,
And there's more enemies too, which is lame because it used to be able to put.
Oh shit. Oh,
That's the
shit.
only thing. Yeah, there's more enemies on. That's why I wish you could just play realistic, right? I wish we could just do it like we could in the old Rainbow, where we could put it on realistic. We could take off the timer. We had full control of the time. Take off the timer, and we could put take off the timer, put realistic on, and choose to have the highest enemy density, or we could choose to have the lowest enemy density, which would be smarter because you could farm points. If you were worried about the progression system, you'd want to put it on realistic with low density so that you had the chance to kill more realistic enemies or whatever for the most amount of points.
Right.
Which is what we used to do. Or it used to be that you couldn't progression system used to be a lot fucking longer, honestly, because it used to be that you couldn't even progress at all unless you made or you had to like make basically certain kinds of shots. It wasn't just about earning the gold or whatever. You had a whole like different set of skills you had to go through. Like, you had to kill enemies with sniper rifles. Then you had to kill them with shotguns or close quarters. Then you had to go through all with grenades, different grenade enemies on repels. Like they made you like check off every kind of combat stuff, like use every kind of combat to progress. But now it's more straightforward. It seems just farming enemies get you there. Maybe it don't matter which characters you use. Even then, I can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it just doesn't seem like the old Rainbow was a long drag, and it was a lot of like waiting to unlock cosmetic items, which seemed kind of lame to me anyways. Like you unlock most of the guns, before you even get to the high ranks in the game. So again, I just can't understand what they're talking about progressive system. It's just operators, I guess. But once they're all unlocked, which you can do in like a few days,
Mm-hmm.
easily.
I wish we could show like the cut scenes with the.
I think they showed. I
didn't
saw
think-
them.
Did they?
I
Did
saw
they show
them. Yeah,
them?
you could
'Cause,
show them.
like,
They showed up.
we have to get IQ tonight.
Yeah,
I just want to see
let's do that. Yeah, I'm waiting to
how
do that for you.
psychopathic all the characters are. They're
they're
really
psychopathic.
they're
They don't
really
lie.
nutty and like
Their resumes look like nice. Like this
Yeah.
person.
like okay, this person served
Was a
this
family
much
person.
time. Yeah.
And,
And then you hear them talking like they're like so
enjoyed
sick
sport.
and
Was
like
very athletic at
Yeah,
school.
yeah.
And it's like what? This person became a murderer.
like
for
Doc.
hire.
Like what did Doc say?
These militarized police guys that murder people. Crazy shit. He's so creepy. The doctor was so creepy.
Mhm.
God, he's creepy. That doctor's scary.
I know it makes me, and I thought he was.
Yeah,
like,
those black. Yeah, he's like.
I thought he was like a nice. I'm like he's a doctor. He's a nice
No,
guy.
he just
You know,
doesn't- yeah.
because you always
if he
assume.
had good bedside manner,
No,
he
he-
wouldn't be working at that big shop.
you don't think he has good bedside manner?
Right? There's no way.
That's so funny.
Right? He obviously had very why would I go in there? It's so dumb.
I don't know, but overall, people seem to be enjoying the game. Yeah. And then
Yeah, because
the
it's better,
last of the highs
it's better with
emphasis on
planes. Counter-Strike.
yeah, that's right. Emphasis on teamwork stands out from most other shooters. Right.
That's right.
I would say that's definitely
So,
true, and that can
Mission
be
accomplished.
yeah. So I don't know, the people complaining about like the lone.
They don't know how to
or-
use it
yeah,
yet.
the people
We're gonna
complaining
show
about
you.
lack
gonna
of
show you how
single
to
player
use it.
content, which there's not a lack
You
of
just don't
single
know how to
player content.
access it. Yeah.
But the people complaining about it, it's like, you know, going into this, you kind of knew that it was going to be a game that required a lot of teamwork, especially if you played or saw people playing the beta. I
Right.
mean, it's very, very team oriented. So if you're not into that, and you don't know how to find the, or you just like got discouraged, like
Yeah, you gotta
don't-
check out my gameplay.
you don't have
though.
to
I've
get
been
you don't have
playing
to
along all
get
week.
yeah if you okay, so basically if you like
It's an
teamwork,
adventure.
if you like teamwork, it's awesome for that, but yeah, also don't get discouraged if you don't, because yeah, you just have to go to the options, and you can basically customize like everything that you want to play on your own without a team, and I find that relaxing.
It is, but it
Very
should be more
fun.
straightforward to find,
Yeah, it should be, but
like it used to be.
nothing's.
I used to play this forever. I would practice each one until I beat them,
We're getting more like used to it, not
and then eventually you
Because nothing on PlayStation at all is straightforward. And I mean, I get this game's for everything, but just having a PlayStation makes you kind of have to like.
Do you think this is a
think-
PlayStation problem? You think they might
No.
not have this problem on Xbox?
No, I think they do, but I'm saying just having a PlayStation and realizing that basically everything's hidden, it makes you kind of have to think outside the box
The
anyway.
weird, it's just
so
little menus. Yeah,
you've kind
exactly.
of gotten
True.
used to
True.
searching and finding things.
So people playing on a computer, you think would know, but then again, you never know
Mhm.
because they don't know how to use their fucking routers. And who knows?
Yeah.
That's that. Yeah, it's definitely like hidden in a way that you couldn't enjoy it the way I would. But like I couldn't give up on that idea. You know. I still don't think you're able to pause it though, but you don't really need to, because you can kind of get the safety. Like in between, you know.
Right.
Like in between, like firefights, you just kind of go to the roof to just chill for a minute,
Just chill.
right? And this one has roof access. This is obviously a bad roof, but the next building doesn't, or I can actually get on top of that. Okay, yeah. Oh, run over the catwalk. This is a crazy level. This is a really, really fun thing to have to get to destroy this house, shoot all people inside. You know, if you can do it. And when you win these terrorist hunts, it's really satisfying. I feel like that, like I said, it's just so misleading, because that to me is like the best single player time I've had in a long time. We're just fighting these fucking dudes in these buildings.
So you actually, so you find the single play experience
Relaxing.
like really,
Just
really
like I said, there's no timer.
satisfying.
Tend to fuck off for a while, and this doesn't matter. Come back to it like I said, like an RPG. As long as you don't die, you only get one life.
Right.
So that's, yep, there you go, it's over. So fun. How would you not want to do that?
Yeah, right?
Fuck that guy.
I know. Fuck Big guys.
So it presents a unique and really interesting challenge to deal with these fucking things, these guys, these crazy terrorists. We definitely take less risks than ever, and you have less guns too. By the way, you used to be able to get 3 guns, like, so I don't even get the option to have like a shotgun and then like an assault rifle or a sniper rifle for range. And then in this case, I only have a fucking pistol. You used to be able to carry the shield and another gun and a pistol in Rainbow Six. So you have less equipment this time. So it's definitely, I don't know. You gotta really.
But it's like, how would you carry all that stuff? Like that would be very cumbersome in real life. And if they're going for like the realism, which is absolutely what this game is. I know. It's like, it's too bad that you can't carry a ton of shit with you.
That's true, you can't. But like, especially wearing heavy armor, but like, and probably not yet. But I also think like it's to do with balance, because like another interesting part of this is that even though it's terrorist hunt, there's still it's attacking defend. The terrorists are still in, essentially, I guess, in defender classes. So like they don't have breach charges like they do in the games where they have attacking phase. Only I have it as an attacker. So it's weird. Like the class system is every enemy. That's the main difference, I feel like. In this Rainbow Six is that enemies are classed. Enemies and players are all classed to balance the game in a unique way, kind of like. I think they did that because of all the C4 spamming, probably. Like all the grenade spamming from Rainbow Six Vegas, probably. So like they balance you guys. You can't even get many grenades. Or you can't get grenades for charges as a defending team. But they can get nitro stuff, so they're the only ones. That's the C4 equivalent. So like, yeah, it has a lot to do with. You only get one of those though. Yeah, I think it's all about balance, all about stopping bullshit that happened that was lame in other, like the old multiplayer experience. I'm curious about what the new operators are going to be. What they're going to bring in this. Because they've all got to be classed in too, attacker or defender.
Alright, do you want to take some of the gameplay?
What?
Down now.
We have been eliminated.
Let's so okay. I mean, do you think in order to enjoy now it's just we saw this one already. In order to enjoy like playing on a team in the game, do you think it's something that you have to enjoy in real life? Like do you have to be do you have to enjoy like group projects and shit in real life, like in order to enjoy playing on a team in the game?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Do you consider yourself like a like a guy who likes group?
I don't know about enjoy.
I don't know. That's the only thing I can.
You just have to get.
Or like team sports and stuff like that. Like
you gotta be
as opposed to like golf. I mean, I get I like sport, but the thing is I am competitive. I'm very competitive, but also. Kind of like I like working.
You just have to really.
It depends on the team. It depends on like what the goal of the team is. If it's a group project, like like in school, like forget about it. I don't like that.
How they say it emphasizes team play. Like it really does make a difference.
Yeah.
Like you can feel it in this game. It's not like Call of Duty where it's like, oh, I killed someone, but you don't even see him and you don't know what the hell happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just see that
Oh
he
no,
got
you
shot.
can see
You
it from-
experience your teammate saving you basically because
Yeah.
like you're sat there and
I
like
noticed
you
I
said,
got noticed I got saved less
you
too.
experience
And
it,
people would
though,
straight up shoot,
in a way,
shoot
yeah.
me in the head.
So you appreciate the teammates covering for like when they perform well or they save you.
Yeah.
Like, you really appreciate it more because it's like of
It's
the
like-
bad situation you were in.
It's like you
And then-
have to come together. You have to trauma bond.
It's not even trying, yeah, but it's just.
Yeah, I mean, you do. You're in
have
a
to
highly
appreciate-
stressful situation, and it is a stressful. Even though it's like only virtual, it is very stressful.
No, but it still feels like stressful, yeah, because you're getting killed. Like, or
And
someone's
just
trying
because
to kill you,
because
and
you
it's
can
in a
like
weird-
you can hear
really
the
real
people
way.
coming after you. You can hear them like
It's a really real
swearing at
thing.
you and stuff. Yeah. Mhm.
So when you hear the footsteps like through every room, like the sound is really good. Like
It's like,
freaks me the fuck out because it's like people are running up on.
but
you.
it's kind of like
fucking,
if,
it's
like
crazy.
right. But it's kind of like when you're playing with the team. It's like if you want to win, it's like even if like you don't like your team members, it's like you're forced to bond with them because
True.
like you do like the more team members you have, the higher
Right.
likelihood
Yo.
you have of winning. But it also teaches you not to trust strangers because you could get
And it said the second
team
they
killed,
do some
and
one good thing.
it teaches you to be more on your guard because there were times when you literally were handing me the controller
Yeah.
and you know this yeah
Well, it's not like
R2
you
that
have to
shoot
wait.
he would like hand it to me and like I'd be like I would just hit
You
it by
killed that
accident.
person,
yeah,
yeah,
and I
you
just
gunned
shot
him
someone in the
off,
back
you knocked
of
him
the
in his
head
left, yeah.
and I was like, oh oops,
Because the
safety's
safety
off.
is off, and I'm handing you.
Totally
I
is
literally
off.
was like handing you
There
the
should
gun.
be a way to like put your safety.
There should
Don't
probably
you
should
think?
be.
Yeah, why
that
don't
would be
why?
realistic.
Yeah, why can't you put this your safety
You should
on?
be able to. That would probably stop a lot of friendly fire. Just start the match
know.
with safety on.
And why do they call it? It's
That
not.
would be
It's
an
not
effective
friendly.
solution.
Any kind of fire.
I wanna
is not
see the
friendly.
guy
How do they
use-
call? How do they even call it?
It's not
Friendly?
that it's friendly. It's just that you've been fired upon by a friendly.
I know.
So it's this is probably an accident. It's considered an accident. Remember,
Right.
it's not considered a murder either. Remember.
Yeah.
Like when you go to
That's just like the. That's just
it's
like the
considered
worst.
a workplace accident
Yeah.
if you get killed doing that.
Yeah. Just
Like
like
even in
if you
even in an army or not just paramilitary but
you
like
break
real
your jaw,
in
break your
big
back on
wars
the
consider that
job,
too.
doing whatever the fuck. Yeah.
I think if you get killed regardless, either way it's a workplace accident, even by an enemy. It's a workplace.
Well, I mean, yeah, it is because if it's if killing people is a
The job,
yeah. How could you not have PTSD after killing people? Like, say, unless you're a psychopath.
Well, psychopaths would never do this. That's misleading as hell. Psychopaths don't kill people. Psychopaths get
No, they don't
traumatized by
always.
their
They
reputation.
don't
Oh, yeah,
always.
true.
They don't always kill
True,
people.
true. No, it's true.
But
true,
some
you're
of
right.
them do get off on killing people.
You're right,
It just
No,
it just
okay.
depends what their currency is.
Well, they might kill someone to keep their reputation or something like in line, like
Yeah.
to keep so people don't think so they fit in. They just worry about not fitting in and being exposed for I don't know. They just care a lot about their perceived reputation, and they might kill it to save it. Yeah, true.
Mhm.
I guess that's why that's a thing.
The disturbing representation of women in Rainbow Six Siege.
Well, why is that disturbing?
I don't know. I didn't even like search for
Is
that.
that a real thing?
Is it?
Oh my god, we didn't really pay attention, did we?
Is it disturbing?
What did that lady do? The lady blew up the house, like.
Ubisoft exhibited a disturbing level of insensitivity during their press conference. Their debut of Rainbow Six Siege should have been cause for celebration, considering how that franchise has lain dormant since Patriots faded into obscurity
Yeah, that shit
years
was
ago.
vaporware.
But my lone takeaway from that 6-minute trailer was the disturbing message about women it imparted. In the competitive mode detailed for the first time, we saw two opposing factions vie for control of a solitary hostage. It doesn't seem that bad on the surface. People who are held against their will, after all, and there must be captors and rescuers. But what stayed with me was the discouraging ideas being communicated. Women are powerless victims or glorified objects. as is
In all
too
fairness, there's
often
no
the
male
case
hostage.
in videos. No, but
And
now,
he's equally useless.
but now
Trust me.
it's all men now. I
No,
haven't
there is
even
women
seen.
hostages too.
Okay, I've only seen the shaved head guy.
Yeah, what are they talking about? This game or
Oh no, I did see a female. I'm sorry.
They're both, but they're both pointless.
The
they're both useless.
the demo. This was like
Wait, were they talking about the Siege demo?
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, they just didn't see. Maybe they added that in because of that back.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking that they did add in male hostages, but I'm like, why can't that guy just like?
I bet it was
I
an
don't know.
accident. I bet that was
He
just like the
he looks
default.
like-
They got the software to
and
make
then you have to
Rainbow.
like you have to like carry the guy on your back. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I bet
No,
that was just the default hostage
did.
model or something.
They did, yeah, right.
You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
'Cause
Yeah,
who cares?
totally, yeah.
That seems weirdly like
Just
they,
make- just
the
make it-
hostages
just
are
make
not
it-
well
make
thought
it
out.
faceless
They're
and
they're
the
they're
fact,
like
the fact
faceless.
that I hate that you
They barely
can't
have
like
any-
untie the hostage. You have to carry the hostage out. Like
Yeah, because in Lone Wolf,
you
I
should,
would
you should
untie
like,
it
you
and give
should
it a
like
gun,
lead him out and like
or something,
and like
or tell it
protect
to
him,
get a gun.
or you should give him a gun, like
or at least
something.
yeah, you have to like run with it on your back.
Because I
pretty
feel
much.
like that's more
weird.
realistic. If I was saving hostage, like first I'd fucking untie the hostage, and
I would
then if
have
I
them,
had an
like-
extra gun, I'd be like, yo, well, wait a second, would I give a stranger a gun?
No, maybe not. Depends on the hostage.
Actually, yeah, you know what?
But
Yeah, if they were too like worked up, then they might accidentally shoot you. So I don't know.
I mean, but the situation is dire though in Lone Wolf. So like, really, you would just have, you know, you might want to take the risk. It's so dire because you're getting,
yeah,
you're
you don't
getting
really
like
want to be
they're blowing through the
carrying someone
walls
on your
and like
back.
it's pretty much like fucked for you to like have a chance to win. You know, so yeah, it gets really real. Like when you're alone. Oh, here I show it. The matchmaking thing. So this is what's important about matchmaking. You see here? This is it, guys. In order to have the single player experience that I keep trying to tell you guys that you can have that's real, these are the filters for matchmaking. Okay? So,
This is important.
but don't use the team deathmatch one. Don't use the PvP ones. These are at the top of the list. Okay? Watch as I go down now. You're gonna see
good games.
there's terrorist hunts. So now what I want to do is go through and turn off the modes. You can go up. I have only Terrorist Hunt Classic on now. Turned off.
Turn these off when you go.
Now here's the map. So the map preferences are different between Terrorist and PvP. So don't touch the PvP ones. Fuck with the ones under Terrorist Hunt.
Game mode. So
You want to filter out the game modes and the maps you want. You can filter it to the point where you only can have that map. So you can have your next game be any game you want with any game modes you want, any difficulty you want, basically.
Return check hostage off. Okay, so
This is
now
sort of hard. This is sort of like weird that it's in this menu like this,
maps.
Right.
and not like
So
not straightforward.
So
like
it doesn't. So the game actually isn't thin as they said.
no, it's completely cut. I can have any map
Very-
I want.
It's very
or a
it's
selection
very
of
like
maps.
versatile experience. Actually,
No, it's not.
People
It's
just
the
got it
single player
wrong.
can be completely all you do.
Yeah.
And you can never run out of stuff to do on it,
Right.
really, because I like to see you try. I like to see you beat all these terrorist hunts.
Yeah.
And
right?
then
I don't think anyone has.
No, you probably could. You do
That's it.
eventually, and then you get an achievement, probably for doing a lone wolf. But like it takes a while, and that's what I'm saying. Like this took a lot longer than just the campaign in any Rainbow Six game, and this is more satisfying.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so I didn't want to do. I'm just going through.
I want to play that.
These are the yeah.
You get that weird school or.
So what am I doing?
We gotta find some women's. Yeah.
Yeah. Find a
If
group.
anyone has experienced any sexism,
I guess.
women's groups.
You should start your own team.
I will. I'm gonna start.
Your own game team of girls.
I'm gonna start my own women's group for people that just want to
Like,
play and have a good time.
And no men are allowed, right?
No man allowed.
Okay, yeah, that's probably they do that. I see that a lot. So I want to go to. This is where I want to first go. Oregon is the one I was talking about.
Unless
That's
the men
like
really
the.
want to be in the game, then maybe I will. We can vet you on the air. But I feel like you're just gonna put on an act. But
Yeah.
maybe
Probably.
it's a possibility. I'm not gonna be sexist. Like
No, you pretty much have to be because like that's what they did. Because
I just want to enjoy the fucking
because
game,
like then
though.
you
It's,
get
like,
all
so
those guys that are like,
frustrating.
oh, I respect women that play the game, and then it's like you could tell, oh shit, this guy's obviously an offender too.
Yeah, they might just want to come in and like.
Or you
fuck
just he's
fuck
just gonna
shit
take the
up,
focus off it
see what
because like
goes on.
they'll be thinking
They're probably like,
they're gonna
I
make
bet
a
there's
remark.
but there's a ton of lesbian
something.
shit going on in there, right?
Yeah, like something lame like that. Like you know.
Yeah, there is. You guys.
Why would
can't
he
come
want to
in.
be? I don't want to be in an all-girl like group. I guess I really wouldn't want to be.
I mean, I didn't really want to be, but it seems like women are like very nice.
What I'm going to show you. I mean,
And some
house
men are
is
too,
what
but
I'm
it's
walking
just
in,
like
I see the house.
I found like 100% of women are nice,
House is probably a lot.
and I can't say 100%
Yeah.
of men.
Yeah, you don't know what you're gonna
Although
get.
there
but-
are way less. Yeah, but like I said, I think the females are definitely like in hiding.
Too true.
Who like to play it, and they're probably a lot of them are definitely not streaming, and they're probably playing Lone Wolf.
They're probably playing Lone Wolf,
Yeah.
but so this is how you do it though.
What mask?
You
Because
pick the
someone
match
probably
you
go
want.
with that, or
Subjected to.
and like I don't even care, but it's just like the fact that like you're not like getting like a fair chance to play. It's just like
You really are missing out on the
it just
experience now.
yeah,
that I realize.
it just becomes like
And I'm really thinking about it.
it
Yeah.
just becomes annoying
It's
after
not
a
fun
while.
for you. Like I just get on there, like whatever.
Yeah, it just no,
Hey,
yeah, like
motherfucker,
I said, I
let's
don't
play.
care. It's just annoying
And like
when
for
like
a girl, it's like
when
yeah.
you're like left out like that, or when you're objective, you're just as a woman you're objectified. Yeah, because it's either the nasty comments about what you possibly look like, or the flirting. You are objectified.
Yeah.
A negative, positive,
test to see
however you
actually
want to.
And that really,
Sage that.
that would really kill it for me. That would make games.
Could you imagine
If there was a bunch
you
of women on there like,
say
hey
just
dude,
a bunch
you
of
gotta-
women. Yeah. They're trying to
Hey
flirt.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like they don't want to play.
What's
They
between
they,
those
they don't
legs?
they don't really want to play with you for some reason.
I want to have
like a bunch of like gay guys or something like that.
Yeah, or if they like
That would
yeah.
be weird.
What terror-
Nah, I
terror
want to
son.
keep professional, like not.
I
Like, I'm not an
I
object.
do too.
I'm just another person.
Yeah, we're just
that's
players
helping to win.
controlling.
Thereby,
Um,
that part
piloting a gun.
Yeah, and it's just like the
Flying a
voice
gun
you hear.
is still there.
And I'll
just-
no. Well,
You have to-
I play male characters
It's a
too, but
weird
like
way to get it.
when I'm playing a female character,
fuck with the
just
ones
think
for
of that as the
matchmaking.
character. Don't even
Or
think.
TDM.
Don't even
Don't
think.
mess with those maps. I left those good. Filter. I filtered off all the hostage modes and bomb modes. Only terrorist hunt on, and only the map I want. Right? Keep these all on. I'm probably saying that on the video too if I kept sound on. And a lot of changes. Okay, so now it's only going to go to the terrorist hunt I want, as I want it, when I want it, immediately, alone, and create a rich single player experience.
Another thing I noticed was custom games.
So you have to wait. What am I doing?
Why do people?
Oh, custom games I noticed was new too. I want to bring that up.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
But anyways, so you have to toggle the lone wolf on and then go.
Let's see where they put me.
No, I only wish you could change time limits.
So I'm over here now. Okay, look.
So
Look
for that shit, because then you could do
custom.
realistic.
This is where
Mhm.
I think only normal has no time limit, so you could do realistic with high density,
Okay,
with
so
no
there's-
time, or like customize the amount of
Any
terrorists,
sort
and
of
they could add
match
more. Like
that you don't like. And
honestly,
they go-
20,
they basically
22
go.
or 30
Put
is
you in
the
those
highest
matches.
number.
I
Like
wouldn't recommend doing this for
there are
matchmaking.
terrorist hunts I've done before that were 70 terrorists, which is crazy.
Good games. Good games with good
Damn, that is
activity,
a
perhaps.
lot.
But
That's a lot.
you can
50 isn't even a problem. There's 50.
Which again, I
the,
would turn these off when you go matchmaking.
The
with
PlayStation
terrorists.
console kept 50 probably.
Lone Wolf, then you get the choice to
I mean, if you
essentially
could do 50, you could do
what levels you want. So, the game
70 was the
highest.
highest, but I mean,
If you can just only do
Still,
Terrorist Hunt Classic. Right now,
the
I
fact that
have
you can't
both Tech
customize,
Hostage and Terrorist Hunt Classic.
the mode's a little more and a little more
Look at
straightforward.
this shit. If you're
It's
a
kind of
solo-
like the thing that
Terrorist Hunt
On Amazon.
would make people.
You famous?
So which
If
one?
you were
know.
if you were a
Tech
solo
Hostage.
player, look elsewhere.
Okay, so now.
That's what I'm saying. Like this is so
This is
misleading,
yeah,
guys.
This is bullshit.
It's only the games they
You just-
fucked up.
You
The
just
games
saw it.
wanna go.
You just put up
forcing
there
you
everything
to
that
play.
you need to know.
It's as if they're trying to force you to
Exactly
play
what you want.
PvP or player at least with players.
Let's do that. Let's.
But it's this can be completely single player and it's
So
fun and challenging.
let's see what this guy has to say about.
You know what though?
This is one of the top comments. If you're a solo player, look elsewhere. Okay, yeah, team full of friends. There's no better shooter this year. Cons: if you don't, you can't rely on strangers who may or may not
Crazy level.
talk to provide an enjoyable experience. If anything, this breeds toxic behavior. So if you're a solo focused multiplayer type person, this game is an easy pass. I have a
Right.
game.
Yeah, yeah,
I
see,
have a gaming system.
You're misinformed. You're misinformed,
yeah,
writer.
Yeah. And it isn't
So you
for
need
everybody. but I
you
find
need to
these
watch
rules.
this. Unfortunately, it's not your fault. It's the fault of the game developer.
Yeah, so you can
Okay,
blame
so
that
you
on
wanna go
that one
to,
on
I guess.
Ubisoft. Okay. I've heard all the trolls in regards to the. Hang on. Let's see. If he has any, I'm just skimming through if he has anything like noteworthy to bring up.
He obviously doesn't know you can do this,
Yeah.
but you shouldn't have to.
He's yammering on about other games. Okay, it has nothing to do with. Dude, shut the hell up. Okay, so.
What else? The biker level. Now chalet though.
Okay, I have been okay. Okay, enter in. Okay, he was talking about some other shit, and he finally gets to the fucking point.
And then
Okay,
I'll
after
figure
an
out
essay.
there. So
Enter in
any
Rainbow Six Siege. I've
kind
been
of level that
a fan
fucks
of
with
these
your
games for
playstyle.
years, and you can
Is
imagine
what I'm
when I found there was to be
Sure.
no campaign.
Campaign,
I was very
idiot.
disappointed. Then I looked at the price tag and scoffed.
That's what I'm
That
saying.
much for a
This is
non-campaign
bad.
game? Insane.
Non-campaign?
Typical UB shit.
Oh my
Tricks
God.
again.
You
But
didn't think they knew what they
then
were
I
doing?
looked at it differently because when anyone is
Oh, so you did
overactive,
discussion. Okay.
they are rarely
Any sort of match.
intelligent. I
There's no
tried
light.
to
What?
remember,
It'll basically
but then
count.
he's saying typical
Between those
UB
matches.
shit.
I wouldn't
UB
recommend
So, oh, it's a
shit.
commenter?
Yeah,
So he's talking about their
no,
intelligence
I
now.
know, yeah, but then I looked at it differently because anyone,
Then you- good
because
games.
when anyone is
Good games,
overactive,
good
they are rarely
connectivity
intelligent.
perhaps.
I tried to remember
But
the campaign from other games,
you
and I
can
couldn't.
do this on
By
terrorism.
saying
Exactly.
that I
Which
could
again,
not
I would
remember,
turn
I
these off
mean
when
I
you go
couldn't
matchmaking
even
with
remember the
terrorists,
smallest
but
detail of any of
doing
the other
lone wolf
games.
and-
Campaigns are bullshit.
So you have a bad memory,
It's
dude?
for kids.
Okay, the book.
Those
The
campaigns just
the
suck.
book,
They're
I
not.
could
It's a
easily-
pointless game
I could
mode.
easily recall,
You can just
but not
only
the
do
stories
terrorist
told.
classes.
You want?
I know
They're
I
trying-
Tell me a
they're
story.
trying- they're
You
just
want me to
being
read
cheap.
you a bedtime story too,
But-
dude?
Yeah, like I don't care about these games.
The
these game movies.
the character development is
Terrorists
actually
are
very
always-
rich.
Honestly,
too.
it is. Now that those videos did it, that's all you needed.
It's like very
Those
unexpected.
trailers,
like,
yeah.
once
Talk about
you
character development, exactly.
Unlock
Yeah,
each character.
they're compelling. I'll tell you what,
Oh
I
my
believe
God.
them.
Probably
Try the tear
most-
gas guy
most
next. If you haven't seen him,
most
he's a
compelling.
psycho.
You turn them all.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You believe
They're-
that these
they're-
guys are
they,
crazy.
Actually, they all turn out to be complete freaking psychos, and it's like
Yup.
it's crazy because you don't expect it.
Because
don't
when
know
you
what they're
do,
saying.
I mean,
It's
I'm
like
not
it's
surprised.
creepy and
the
scary.
slightest not surprised, judging.
Oh
but
my god,
like,
this guy goes on and he's just
But, like,
blathering.
on paper, their bio, they seem like they're trying to make them seem nice, but when they're anything but, they're murderers that seem to enjoy it.
That crazy.
And also, they're like, it's like they're putting on their like own like soliloquy or whatever, like about how fucked up they are and how they gas people and how the doctor murders people too, and the sort of like what's that word where it's like the contradicting itself, the oxymoron of it, maybe if you will, like of the doctor that kills people. The doctor that likes to heal people but kills them too.
Just like straight up like dissonance. Like,
Yeah, I don't know what that word means, but some word that means the polarized
Yeah.
fact of it, like doctor that he heals yet he kills, seems to enjoy it too. And then,
It's not
yeah,
that
I
hard.
just think he didn't do
this
well
guy isn't saying anything.
in practice
I'm just
because of his
waiting for him
bedside
to say-
manner, you know.
All right, we're on the 9th paragraph now. Is this guy gonna say anything?
Is he writing in a comment?
Yeah, it's
You
well,
wrote
it's
it-
like
it's
the
a
Amazon.
text wall. You
No,
wrote
it's
it-
the Amazon.
It's a text wall,
I'm
right?
just thinking if he has anything.
No, that's a good
to
place
say.
to look. No, great place to look though. I love it.
Yeah.
Keep reading it. No, that's a good place to look.
Level that fucks up your play style.
I'm as shocked as anyone.
Turn it off.
I thought this would be the worst shooter of the year. Oh my gosh.
Worst?
And that,
What a
and,
dick.
And that you could.
Why would he
almost,
ever think
and
that?
Not only the worst, but you could almost bet on it. This
Bet on, he
guy's, like,
says? Oh my
hating to the
god.
max, man.
What a hater.
Yeah. Well,
Let's just try to get to.
well, Battlefront or Halo would be because he's one of those because he's that type of player. He's like
What?
a Battlefront or Halo player. That's
like
why
these
he
true.
thought that's why you thought he thought it would be
Definitely
the
is
worst because
different.
his play style is completely
Just wanna
different.
show you
Right,
how
right.
to-
That's another discussion
Now you could
altogether
argue
though.
Battlefront is the worst and Rainbow Six is the best. Oh, really?
But I like both honestly. I like
But he's
Halo
saying-
too, I
but
guess.
he's saying
I thought
multiplayer
Battlefront was kind of
shooters.
better.
As far as
In a
multiplayer
way.
shooters. Yeah,
But it's not the same. I don't want to shoot lasers though. Like lasers were like, it's like, and you never even get close to the enemy. It's like it's not the same killing experience of blowing through the wall, the enemy through the wall with
No,
a shotgun or a
I've
door,
seen
and like
that.
him dying all over a bunch of like debris that
See,
were
this-
also caused by your gun.
This is what this guy says. Okay, so yeah, blah blah blah. Yeah, you said this 50
relaxing
fucking.
thing there,
Okay,
so
yeah, it's team based. No, not a
Medical
team
sausage
deathmatch
will
team.
come
Not
off
a
and really
zone.
freak you
Not
out.
not a
All of a
zone
sudden you're
out
really
a lone wolf it
That shit
team.
gets crazy,
True.
especially when
You
you're
can't
alone.
zone out. Yeah. You really shouldn't because you're going to be less
No, but
effective.
he's saying like he zones out during
You can't decide.
During what?
lone wolf. Like
Oh, you can zone out during lone wolf
He said,
if
but
you
he's
do the
saying
settings.
that he finds that like boring. So he
Oh, maybe he
wouldn't-
doesn't like it. You're
he
right.
wouldn't be interested.
True.
But people that are interested in games,
But you
like
don't have to pick one or the other. I enjoy both
Final
ways. I like to
Fantasy
play
and
on a
stuff like-
team
Yeah, it's cool that.
But
yeah,
I
you
also
can, you
like
can
to
get,
go alone
you
to
get
test my
both,
skills.
Both experiences.
against and it's a really fun one to me because
only kind of game
why
that I
wouldn't
can
it
be able to
be?
get right
You
now.
as long as you have unlimited time and you don't have to like
do this.
sometimes you have to like get up and
That's
take a
true.
break like after a hard fight with some gut firefight they really surprise you.
But
You gotta just get up and take a break. You don't have your team. You don't have a team like yelling at you like, "Where are you, motherfucker?"
Yeah, they get
Or like a guy
they get,
pointing the
like-
gun at you. Remember the guy was pointing a gun at my head whenever I got up in the other game. He's like
What
trying to force me to play, and like I was like,
I want.
okay, dude, I'm on it.
It's
Like,
like-
come on, don't kill me, please.
Good.
Think he's gonna take you out. You know,
Yeah,
it's
it's like you basically like you
Thereby
can't
that part
you
of the,
can't like get up to
single
go to the
player experience.
bathroom like.
that's kind of how they try to make
Or-
you feel.
or-
I
or
just do,
eat.
but then it's like I'll come back to some shit like that, though. You know,
Yeah, when you're on a
It's a weird way
team.
to get
I'll be team
Well,
kill.
yeah,
Yeah,
with you, yeah. Expect like
we know what we're gonna get. We're not
to
gonna
be
get
holding in
anything, so
your urine.
I
Expect a
wouldn't
lot of
fucking matchmaking
UTIs and.
Wait, what they say
don't,
that?
Don't eat. I'm just saying that.
Oh
That's
man,
me
no,
saying
no, no,
that.
don't do that. Just pee. Who cares about your team? Fuck it.
Yeah, right.
Like-
No, but they make you feel that way.
I
Like,
would just say not
right?
to-
They
not
literally
to do
hold
that.
a gun to your.
do
But that's just because if you're with random strangers that you don't know, that's
Oh,
why.
even your
that's why
your
you have to
actual
fi-
team.
That's why
you
you have to-
tell them, but like
No, that's why you have to find like the ultimate
What do
team
you
of
mean?
people that like you really like know and trust.
you can't. You know, you can't. You're not even when you never know when they're gonna rage on you. You know, for fucking up their game, maybe. You know what I mean?
So now I'm going to
So yeah, if you're going to invest in the game, do so with the knowledge you shouldn't bother if you have no intention
that's
of
just
wanting
like the
to
way
be
they have to drill that
wanting
hole
to be social. God, he said the same
It's
thing
so
in a million
fucked up,
ways.
You know,
I can't.
I feel like he's just against the game because he's trying to drill that point home. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He just wants people
I
that
can't
know it doesn't
exactly
have single player
punish
or
a game that
that
requires
you should just
teamwork.
scrutinize it.
Yeah,
because of this.
dude, like you can
Choose
totally
any sort of
play it
match
without being
that you don't
social.
like,
Like
and
you just
it'll
don't.
basically not
I mean, yeah,
begin
it's
with
difficult.
matches.
You
No,
just
he
don't
doesn't
know.
want to be social at all.
Matchmaking though.
No. He's not saying that he doesn't want to be social, but
games.
sometimes he
Games is
doesn't
good
want to be, and he
activity
says
for
that
us.
it's hard for
But
him because he feels like he has to be because the only
do this on
satisfying
terrorism.
experience he said was
Again, I would turn
the
these off when you go
team
matchmaking with terrorists then.
the team
Yeah.
matches.
You're doing
No,
But
now
that's
you get
that's
chosen
untrue.
You can
essentially.
do it
We
alone too, though. It's satisfying alone too.
We just
And it's like
we
a
just-
rite of
we just-
passage, honestly,
we
as
just
Rainbow.
we just debunked that.
You get
Now I
in
have
the old Rainbow, you would get an
Terrorist
expert if you
and
beat all the
terrorist
terrorists on solo.
Mm-hmm.
You get like a special hunter. I think like expert hunter was the name of the achievement.
Hunt only experience.
So like we would all everyone. If you want to talk about how good you are, forget about the ranks. You look at the achievements.
Here we go.
You'd say, did you get the expert hunter one, or did you get the kill the 6 guys in the no respawn match
I
one,
want to go. I've turned off
which
the
is hard, really hard to get.
You can turn them all.
Or
off.
did you
Back
get?
the exact
I think that was called the
match
Ace of Spades,
the next
which meant you
one.
really handled that match.
He really
Um,
handled it.
Let's
Right, exactly. So
choose a level.
it's not a question of is there a good single player experience. We know that fact. Just why was it designed in such a way that it was hard to get players to play it because they're just going to be stuck on a playlist with all these fucking game modes they might not want to play.
Right.
Funny thing
But-
is, I don't.
So you have to go into options, go to
Yeah,
matchmaking
so everyone had
preferences, as which is fucked. So yeah, I turned off that Christmas place. I turned off basically every map. So I think I wanted to go
Who
to
knows that gas level.
Oregon.
You read that weird
thing.
school or Chicago,
Either way,
it's all gas.
it's not
It's a
easy to
person
find
shooting
really
there.
for
Seen it.
probably a person who
Okay,
just
so
gets
let's
the
say we wanna
game.
go to, I guess.
I've had it for a while. I've had it since it came out, right? A week probably now. If that's how long it's been. It took today for me to figure I could do this. So
Yeah, that's-
a lot of people might give up on it by then and try to return it,
I think that's
Mm-hmm.
which is sort of fuck, or like try or just say fuck it.
Kind of sucks.
But like it's the bottom line is it's definitely misinformation because you can't tell me that campaign. In
There's
any
been a
other
lot
game,
of misinformation about this, which we've kind of had to
it's
set
it's
straight.
lazy. I guess it's lazy journal or whatever, like lazy commenters or whatever, whoever it is. Being
Yeah, because
lazy.
I feel like if you
turn that off.
Well, it
Really?
is difficult if you really wanted to find it. If you were, I feel
New
like that.
game.
I feel like that guy didn't even want to play like a like a solo game bad enough.
No, I
Because
feel
if
like
you
he-
want to
no.
play it bad enough, like you're gonna find it.
No,
bottom
I feel
line.
like he didn't know exactly. 'Cause I feel like he didn't know the game well enough to know that like it can't be. Like I said, the fact that there's
And
no.
if he spends all that
there's
time
no-
writing an essay, it looks like that took him an hour.
You have to know. Yeah, he spends more
If he
time
spent
writing
that, if he
and not
spent
playing.
that time like actually,
Yeah, you're not
looking,
playing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you
That's
had to
what
know,
I'm saying,
based on the
dude.
history of these games, that you've always been able to do this. It's just.
But he even said he was more of like a
They've
Halo
always given you this
player.
options. And I'm glad to see custom games on there. I wonder how I want to try to get some of those going. I want to have a custom game where I give the defenders. This is sort of our idea of a custom game. To give the defenders basically a longer time to defend. I think you can give them up to 400 seconds or 180 seconds. I don't know. We can give them a lot more time to fortify and set up. Just give them more like time to put thought into their setup. So that would make for I think more interesting
You can control game modes.
PvP fights. Definitely, because like I said, how many times do you need more time to fucking set up?
Mhm.
One of those hostage missions will come up, and that'll really freak you out.
Absolutely.
All of a sudden, you're being attacked. That shit gets
Absolutely.
To get all those walls, it's like hard to get all those the right walls in place to find. If you got a certain fortified place, you know, if you're at an objective where there's something above you that you have to hold, you have to fortify, or you have to, you have to try to seal it off with the, reinforce rather is what they call it. So you have to reinforce something that's a floor above you, so the enemies don't get the drop on you there. So you've got to run all the way around.
Just test to see if I can
Up to
actually
find the stairwell, get to that floor, find the hole in the floor,
Mhm.
then put it down. Like
So
they give you what, 30 seconds?
Only kind of game mode I could be able to get.
We need a
right
lot
now.
more time than that to get set up
It's a
right.
weird way to do this.
So do we have any
Yeah, just create
viewer
our own custom games that we
contributions
used
or
to.
comments?
Let me check.
But whatever. So here we go.
Feel,
check for
feel,
you.
feel
None
free
game that-
to
the only
Do you
chime
care?
in.
I want to have.
No, I don't know. I don't
Anything
know.
to
When I do
say?
terrorist hunt loan,
I
Anything
don't
to add?
really
Any
choose
questions?
what
Taking that
terrorist
now.
hunt
Okay.
I want. Like I used to be able to, anyways. I used to be able to just choose. So thereby that part of the
Hey, where did this go? Where is it? Top of
is still
What?
there. It
What
just,
time is it now? That's
Yeah.
going down.
What do you mean?
Okay, so comments from
There's a weird
now,
way to get
most
that.
recently, none.
So now we know what we're gonna
No, I'm
get.
just,
and
well, I'm
then
It's
just,
just you.
I'm just asking
I wouldn't fuck with the matchmaking.
I've got
ones.
none.
if anyone knows. Feel free,
Oh,
Really
feel free to
just
chime
because
in.
Actually, is it censored?
not,
No,
that's
either way, this
too.
needs to get out there. So,
Oh yeah, and I mean,
Make it
yeah, I mean, some of these in these first-person shooters, they're over $100. People are like complaining about the price, but
they're not over $100. Only like the
Some of them
stupid
are.
Legendary Edition is.
no,
and-
this isn't. But
No,
if
like
the
for
price
a
is
lot of
really a
others.
problem, you can get it
Another
through
thing I noticed is
us.
custom games.
At the lowest price, yeah, Rainbow
Yeah.
Six sale.
So now I'm going to charge them.
Which
Yeah, we got a Rainbow
is
Six sale. Yeah, tell them that.
Another one.
yeah, we do have a Rainbow
Get that
Six
shit.
sale.
See where they put
So let me show you guys.
them over here now. Okay, look.
Oh, you know, I'm just going to link it in the video
Map
underneath the
cards.
video.
This is where it's gonna
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
Because
do
I'm
that
not
like
gonna,
you
I'm
did
not
last
gonna be able to
time.
put, I'm not gonna be able to post a link in the chat.
Yeah, do like you did
So
last
there's
Mhm.
you can choose any sort of match that you don't like,
Yeah.
and I think it'll basically not put you in those
Oh,
matches.
why do you
I wouldn't recommend doing this for
copies
matchmaking
of pregame show?
because it's so
Wait,
probably
what?
limit your
Copy of pregame
Limit
show.
you.
Oh, yeah, don't worry about
Games.
that. That's
Games
a
are
lot of
good.
shit.
connectivity.
Those are like that's like the thing
But-
that you'll see. You'll get it.
Oh, I know
Do
what
this
that
on
is.
terrorist,
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
it's like
which again I
Yeah.
would turn these off when you
Okay.
go matchmaking with terrorist hunt, but doing
which
lone
one
wolf
did I
and you
post
get
on
the choice
there?
to choose essentially what levels you want now, see, and what game mode. So
Not under this.
if
Okay.
you can just only do terrorist hunt classic. Right now I had both protect hostage and terrorist hunt classic
Don't
on,
believe
but
it.
Yeah, Rainbow Six sale.
let's just say we want
Yeah,
a
Rainbow Six
straightforward
sale. So
terrorist
yeah,
hunt
we want
hunt
everyone to
only
like
experience.
enjoy this
So we'll
like
turn- we'll
before
turn
Christmas.
Protect hostage off. Okay, so
Ideally.
now here we go.
I'm like going back. and-
Maps now. You don't have to go to maps.
Trying
You
to
don't
get the
want to
link
go.
for
Turn
you
off this
guys.
cafe. You can turn them all off, and in
Get
fact,
it at
you can
the-
get the exact map you want.
The
The
cheapest
next level. So
possible
let's do that. Let's
price. Oh yeah, and
choose the level that we want to use.
oh yeah, we have to talk about. Actually did
You
a
know what though?
24-hour stream on here. We'll have to. That was insane. That was crazy.
We're going on.
Talk about that one.
Huh,
When he
funny
comes
thing is,
back.
I don't.
It was nuts.
Crazy
Like
level.
we made it. It wasn't our first 24-hour stream, but it was our first one on YouTube. And whew.
Oh, the gas is it here? I don't recognize it. If anyone knows what that gas level, you're at that weird school or college where it's all gassed out. Which one was that?
Here we go. Okay, I got this for you guys.
Okay, so let's say we want to go to, I guess.
I'm gonna post the link for you all.
Yeah.
1 second.
So
Yeah, so let's
right.
talk. Let's
That's
talk
what
about
it's really about. It's about price.
let's talk about our marathon.
oh yeah, I remember that.
Maybe it's
We did a 24-hour marathon.
Let's see if I have any.
I was
Video
informed. I was
Brian.
informed we were doing this like
that weird.
What?
right when you said it. I was like okay, which was crazy.
Wait, what?
We
oh,
did
the
20.
marathon?
We did 24-hour marathon.
yeah, we
we
did.
started with the pregame show on. It was
You wouldn't think we
Friday.
were gonna do it. They were
Yeah.
coming by like
Mm-hmm.
they were like, oh,
Like,
you
are you
guys
serious?
fuck.
We started on
Nah.
Friday night with our
You don't think we
pregame.
play?
We did our
We played
pregame
it.
show, and then we played until
So,
Saturday night, and we have
I've been
it.
on a marathon.
Yeah, we've done. Yeah, it's not our first rodeo. But like, man, that was crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I kind of caught right back up eventually.
But like,
Like caught back up to where I was in the demo.
you start getting, you
The
start
beta.
getting.
You know, fuck
I
it.
started getting like,
Let's just try to
I
get
started getting
to
some like
Clubhouse,
some
I
battle
guess, or
fatigue.
Oregon.
Yeah, right.
I started getting, I
did
started
too.
getting tired.
I did too a little bit.
For
then it's
sure,
Like 2
but
hours
it's
later,
like you gotta keep going, you gotta
then I
keep
just want to
going.
play again. After like a half-hour break, I want to play again.
Yeah,
House
yeah.
2 is, but I don't know if
And then you
Yeah.
become like addicted to it, and then
This is
when
just
you
what I've been waiting for. Demon hunting.
when you
I just-
finally get sleep, you start dreaming
feels
about
that-
the game. Like I couldn't stop dreaming about
Oh,
it.
you
and
were?
yeah, I
Oh
was
my
having
God.
some
That's some
like,
nightmares, right?
Some fucked up dreams.
I just, I get it. It's night. It's
tell
scary.
you.
I'm like addicted to the scare, but at the same time, I'm like, just like I love to kill these guys.
So,
I
Right.
just do. And it's like it is like kind of like how you say it's like the deer hunter. Like I am starting to learn their behaviors now more and more. Like I know.
But it's
what,
way easier to learn.
I know what they're gonna do. The only problem is they are. Their behaviors are becoming. They're like a little too safe now, so it's like getting hard.
All right, guys.
to
So
bust
like,
them out, you know.
you should be able to
Especially when
go
you're
to
alone.
that link now. I just posted it in the info, and that's where you can get Rainbow Six for the lowest possible price. Cause you guys know you want it. You know you want it.
It's about price. Like, that's what I think it's about with most people. It's like they're cheap.
Well,
You're cheap, aren't you?
well, you can't
You're
even.
cheap.
Okay.
Let's just press to see if I can actually.
They don't want to buy. They don't want to be.
Well, it depends. It's like,
This game offers good content.
what do you? Yeah. I mean, if you really
Really
enjoy
good.
gaming, I don't know. What would you prefer to spend your money on? You know.
I'm just saying, of all the games, this one's worth your money. Then like,
Because you're gonna get a lot
we
of
can do
play
give more money to Star Wars.
When I do
Fuck
Terror
that.
Symbols,
Nothing wrong with Star Wars,
no,
though.
I
Don't
would
Okay.
give more money to them.
Don't hate on
What
Star
They're
Wars.
rich,
Terror
obviously,
Symbols
than Rainbow Six.
I want.
You
Yeah.
want to see
Like, I
more of
used to
that,
do
like
it
silly
anyway.
space stuff come out?
James Earl Jones isn't rich off of
So,
it, unfortunately.
Thereby, that part of the single player
Was he in the
experience
Battlefront?
is.
He
It
sold-
was, yeah. It was his
No, but
voice.
he sold the
It
rights
wasn't
to
Darth
his
Vader.
voice to George Lucas
You
back in
can't
the
buy him back.
back in the 70s
So what
for
if
like
he
a
has to say new
for
stuff?
for a few $1,000. So poor James Earl Jones, huh?
What if you asked? Wait, how much of his voice was it?
Really, just because.
Did he
Like
say?
like everything, he doesn't get he gets nothing from it.
You know what you should do? You should just record an updated one on like better software, right? And just beat it.
Right.
And make it so he has to buy it.
I don't
Right,
think
like,
he's
you
doing a
want-
lot of Broadway and
because if
stuff
they-
now.
if they make
I don't
like-
think he cares.
Why would you care? Just outdo it, right? And say other things too.
Yeah.
Say fucked up things like yeah, like that.
Something
guy
about
ripped me off from
something
on-
about George Lucas.
Yeah, how he ripped him off
Oh my
for
God,
his
then people
voice.
would totally want
Yeah,
that.
right? That's fucked up.
Right?
But like that's how it goes.
Let's see where they put me.
But either way, like as you can see, yeah, they cut overhead in that Star Wars shit, and then they made a lot of money.
Okay, look.
Okay, Rainbow Six didn't do the same thing. They've just been trying to make a highly technical
I got
game.
bored with the beta on that, but I think
It's
all
boring.
the betas
good.
they tend to be
It
because like
wasn't broken.
the betas like they go on for so long and they only show you so much, so they tend to be boring. But then
that you don't like.
once you
it'll-
play any actual game, it's like
Yeah,
whoa,
that-
it's like
I wouldn't
totally
recommend
nothing
doing
like
that.
way
like the
more
beta at
content.
all. Yeah, there's
way
so much
more
content.
levels.
It's
There's
so
much. That's
amazing.
not even a taste of it.
Good games, good.
Yeah, exactly. I knew this.
But
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
you can
You're so 24-hour
use
stream.
on
Are we gonna be
terrorists.
doing one again?
Which again, I wouldn't turn these.
Probably.
Rainbow?
Matchmaking
We
terrorists on.
always
That was just to kind of celebrate that Rainbow came out.
Yeah. Like I guess like whenever there's like a
I don't know.
new game that comes out, or whenever there's like a new game that we're playing,
only do
we'll do a 24-hour stream. We've done a 24-hour stream of
Terrorist on Classicon, but
Mortal Kombat X. I think
Mortal Kombat. We might do that.
we're probably gonna
a huge tournament.
Yeah,
Mortal Kombat.
I think we're gonna have to do that again because that's like so fun.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat's
And we got really good at that game too. And story mode was okay. We liked the campaign in that because it was just ridiculous.
But in my opinion, the campaign would have been the part where less. If I was to just say, if I was the game person looking at it,
it wasn't a bad story. I expected it to be a crap movie. It wasn't bad.
They're talking about it being like the price of CS:GO, and I'm like, well, that should have been the more expensive part, in my opinion. More like even, I guess that game was rip off either way because it wasn't really an upgrade from the other CS Source or whatever. But like, it's not like that. The multiplayer part is the biggest part. The campaign should be the part that's worth $5.99 or $12.99.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe buy that optional if you care about campaigns because
not everybody
I don't care about
cares.
campaigns. Like that's just
But
like a bonus.
it did help me get to know the characters better, and then I actually started like hating some of the characters because of like the strange personalities that they gave them.
Right. And then there was that scene with Scorpion.
We could even
having a tea party. That was good.
We could even redo the story mode because it's funny.
Yeah,
it's really funny.
It's hilarious. Like you see the character.
We'll just start out with
development is
because what is it? It's about
too short.
What was it about? Like 5 hours, I think.
Was it that long? It's kind of like a movie.
Well, yeah, because you have to do all the fighting and shit.
Yeah,
we'll do that next, and then we'll do like a big like 24-hour stream. It's so violent, but it's a completely different type of violence. It's like
kind of the level that fucks up your playstyle.
It's not as realistic, but I would say it's almost like grosser. It's way more gross, and it's like
it's not like
it's like
still a fighting game, but it's not like
it's just as visceral. I guess
we turn that back on.
Yeah,
it's pretty gross. Like
probably.
It goes down some rabbit holes. Like
actually, maybe.
Yes, not as in your face.
Well,
side by side characters.
Yeah, that's true. But like, you don't really have the option of like when you kill in Mortal Kombat X, you don't really have the option of like, like just running away. Like when you do in this game, you just shoot someone, bam. You don't really have to look at it. The way that they kind of make you in Mortal Kombat.
It's like violence porn.
Oh shit! See, now you're gonna get me on. You're gonna get me on off topic and on about this, but like, I love that game.
Yeah, no, it's a good game.
It's a great game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be our next 24 hours, and
we like violent games.
We do. I mean, most games are. Well, no.
We're not gonna be playing Minecraft on here.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Like I said,
that's your game.
That's like a really
one of those
boring Fallout.
Wait, Minecraft? Yeah. Yeah, it's like a boring Fallout.
Yeah.
Fallout basically took Minecraft.
It looks like Legos to me. Remember I tried playing it and I was like, I don't like. Is this like supposed to? Yeah. That's what girls are supposed to play. But
girls play that?
I think like more girls play it than guys, but
probably not by choice. They're probably just more accepted there.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, that's what it seems like because like they would never. They probably a lot of girls want to go on and play Call of Duty or Rainbow Six and like Halo.
Females, if you want to play, just get on, or no, I'll start.
And they probably feel that confidence of like that they're not good enough.
Effectively,
or something like that.
No, it doesn't. It has
don't
nothing.
Play with dregs in a public lobby.
It has nothing. It has nothing. I know, right? Has nothing to do with being good enough because everybody has to start
like I used to be able to
somewhere.
If you can use the controller and learn the map.
Right.
And all it's simple, really simple for teammates to teach you how to learn the map.
No, but it's just the whole people trying to scare you off, and then it's like when you're serious and you really just like want to play the game, like you don't want to bother with that. You don't want to sit there and try and prove yourself, or you don't want to have to like you don't want to have to like act like a certain way, or
Yeah, that would ruin the experience.
Stuff like that.
Well, I mean, I guess
that would definitely ruin the experience for me. By far.
So females, buy the game too. Don't.
Yeah, it's not as
You
good
can
as
always-
game.
you can
There's
always-
female operators.
Yeah, you could always start like an all.
Yeah, you gotta start that. You
Female.
gotta let's make that your thing now. Hold on.
I will. I'm gonna
Let's-
start
let's-
one.
let's- Here, let me
Got some games.
Yeah, I'll make that your thing. Hold on.
One Lone Wolf, right?
Let's make it a group on PlayStation.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. If there's any females watching this at all,
It might. You never know. It's possible.
yeah.
So let's do this. Is this gonna seem
Should just
sexist?
be a real life.
Let's see.
Not really, because other people have female.
A great community.
I think the guys just aren't allowed to do it. I think
Let's yeah.
well, because they basically have, if they want all guy groups, they can easily just kick the chicks out. Whereas like there's so many less chicks that it's not that cut and dry, you know. Oh, you're doing it right now? You're
Yep.
showing me, okay. Starting it.
What is it called? It's called a clan. What do they call it?
No, it's not a male bashing group, okay?
It
I don't-
probably is gonna be
No,
that.
I
Yeah,
don't.
it probably is.
I don't condone that.
Who cares?
I don't.
No one cares if we get bashed. I'm used to it.
I don't condone that at all.
I know you don't condone it, and you never would, but
Yeah.
I feel like no one would care if no one cares about men like that.
Yes,
They laugh at us when we have
Yes,
like those
they
kind of
do.
complaints, don't they? They do. I feel like they
Yeah,
don't
they
take you
kind of do
seriously.
actually. Yeah. Sorry. Poor guy. All right. Puppy. You can start
Slave.
that now, and then maybe we'll get people that want to join and to chat.
Yes, I'm saying.
Okay, yeah. See if we can get, because we were, even when we were on there before, we were like vetting people to be on our team, like for what was it? Yeah, the beta. Because we were like, we're gonna get in. We're getting into the beta. I was like,
request only.
we
We're
were
gonna
like,
have to
are there any
request them.
girls? Like any? And like we found one, and she was cool, but it was like very, very hard to find. Oh.
We don't need anybody, I guess.
I know. There's more of you rainbow players, more of you
Yeah, more
first
there,
person shooter FPS lovers out there
Too many times
that
over.
are female.
Okay, there you go. Your
Cool.
community is live.
Okay,
Should we invite friends?
we don't have any female friends.
I think we have one or two. I think you met that one girl.
Oh yeah.
And you met that other
There's like
girl.
two. There's like
Okay, look.
two girls on our
Big Jack stick.
list. Yeah. She's cool.
Map part
Yeah.
display, but
Okay,
this is where it's going to be super confusing for any normal human, really. Okay, so there's you can choose any sort of
So,
match
I mean, like,
that
why
you
do
don't
people
like, and I think
play?
it'll
Well,
obviously
that's
not.
Why
another
people?
thing.
Why do people
put you in
play
those
first
match-
person
I wouldn't recommend
shooters?
doing this for matchmaking though. This is so
Oh.
problem.
They're so repetitive, boring, casual.
Good
Someone
games,
said
There's
that?
like
good games,
nothing
good
to them except
connectivity,
shoot
perhaps.
what you see. It's
But-
about how
That's a
deep they
person's
are.
obviously a troll.
Yeah.
And this is
You're
deep though. It's not just
biased.
shooting see.
You're biased.
sieging
Yeah,
a house
these
and
off and
and
go
you're
matchmaking
sieging
with
a
This
house
is-
or
this
buildings
is
in a
such
very real way.
a
Set
rich-
choose essentially.
It's not like you're just assaulting
rich
someone on a map. You're
experience.
also assaulting the
I
house.
I know.
So like,
Only-
I wanna
you
get-
just
I wanna get
only do
you, like,
terrorist
on
classic.
about it.
Right now, I
yeah,
have both
it's a
Protect
big
Hostage
difference because like
and
it's
terrorist
when
on
you see the
classic now.
level
But,
of violence changes there. It's not just like
just say we want
this is
straight
violent.
You can
It's
say
like-
that about
this
like
is
about
really
like
like
any
violence.
about like any type of game.
What?
Basically, you could say that about any type of game. Like, why would you play like
Okay,
the
so
like
now here we go.
what like this type of game? Because like all it
match
is
list.
like
You don't
this
go
and
match, don't
waiting
wanna go
around
turn off
and
this cafe.
you know.
Yeah, but I'm gonna look at the game in a more 3D way. Like I'm thinking about what are the possibilities.
All it is building
What are
shit.
the possibilities
Like, you can
for the
say that
game?
about
The building-
any type of game.
Well, that's what Minecraft's so popular because of the possibilities, because of the replay value. I argue the same for Rainbow Six.
Yeah.
In fact, I want a Rainbow Six builder. builder. I want them to make Rainbow Six Builder, where it's like Minecraft. I can build Rainbow Six buildings
Don't you want to
and
just
put my own terrorists all
build
where
your
I
own
want 'em.
levels?
Yeah.
Like in, I hate to say it, but Little Big Planet.
Yeah. But just not even like build my own levels, just like my own, like a small creator, like something more reasonable, like just where I can customize the maps
Anyone knows what that gas?
more thoroughly. There was a game that did this.
Weird school.
That did this kind of on Xbox.
Don't you just
want to
like combine all the games?
No, there was a way where you could.
I do.
They could.
I
They
do.
You want to go to your
Could-
guess?
Like final games. No, you
Yeah,
can't do that.
the more games
They
to
all
play,
have
I'm
to
like,
have a focus.
I'm like, well, this has like, I like this about this game and this about this game. So now, like, if I just put all these together,
Right.
No,
No, I mean, we'll
like like Rocket League meets Fallout
just play them separately.
meets Rainbow. Like, what would that be like? Like,
I remember a lot of people haven't seen. What
I'm
else?
so-
If I
wow.
go-
meets GTA.
Right.
Oh my god, it'd be like there'd be
That's
like
GTA.
like,
No, that actually that's a good point. GTA is the one that combines all the games.
So any
GTA already does combine all the
Yeah,
games.
You can
It does.
go, let's see,
Fucks
you
with
can
your
go to the
playstyle.
strip club. Yeah,
You
you
can do
can
everything.
shoot.
Like,
Yeah, you
like
can
golf,
shoot everyone. You can shoot
You can
pedestrians.
not shoot.
You
You
did
can.
that a lot.
Right.
It's effectively like an RPG. It's also a race game. It's pretty much covered all those things.
We should have by gone.
Yeah, but then
Like-
when I'm playing games like Rocket League, I'm like, well,
You know,
Rocket League's
like
good though. I mean,
there needs to be like
try to
some
get
guns
to
in this.
Clubhouse, I guess.
Oh yeah, well that would be then Twisted Metal, which is why I'm wondering why they don't have that, because they like kind of allude to it by having the Sweet Tooth car. Because that's a Twisted Metal character. That was like a Demolition Derby game,
House 2
back in the day. which is kind of cool.
Kind of cool.
Kind of
I know.
cool. Yep.
It's not as good, really. It's so concentrated in, but I guess console is good too for hit and run, but
Right. So let's talk about
so yeah, this is important.
this fact.
That you know that you can control what maps and game modes you're subjected to. Because like I said, I was
Yes.
relaxing playing
Hold on.
Terror Sun, but then
I'm about to give it to you.
Okay.
one of those
give it.
hostage missions
Give
will
it.
come up, and that'll really freak you out, and you're all of a sudden you're being attacked. That shit gets crazy, especially when you're alone. But
To an incredible single player experience.
Or no, we're gonna get you playing with people.
I know.
Let's do Clubhouse, or
Did you find anyone yet? Hello.
We'll go to the chalet, I guess. Let's just test to see if I can actually pick a level. So we'll pick Clubhouse. Okay, so I've made it so only kind of game mode I could be able to get right now.
Oh
That's
my
a weird
god.
way to do this,
What?
rather than being
Oh,
able to
shit,
just create
Tiger.
your own custom
I
games.
mean, you're
like
really
you
doing
used
some
to.
good work here today, though. Watch.
What?
That's
But
right.
whatever. So here we go. I'm
Well,
effectively
thank you. I
playing the
don't
game.
know
that
what
the
you're
only
alluding
game
to,
I
but
wanna,
I'll
I wanna
take
have
it.
now.
Thanks.
When I do Terrorist
No,
Hunt Lone
think
Wolf,
this
I'm
game
now
out the way
able
it's
to
supposed
choose
to be.
Yeah.
what
Think of it all.
Terrorist Hunt.
Thank
I
you.
Got a lot of good things to say.
Like I used to be able to anyways.
Hello.
Used to be able to just
Okay.
Hello,
choose.
Let's
everybody.
move to
Welcome to
So,
the show.
did I put
Those
it
of
there?
us-
Thereby,
or
that
those
part
of
of
you
the single player
just joining
experience
us. I don't know how long we've been on.
is still
for,
there. It
but
just
okay,
Yeah.
here,
the game
watch this.
show goes
Do-
on for a while.
there's a weird way to get it to happen. Okay, so now we know what we're gonna get. We're not gonna get any other game mode, as I said. I wouldn't fuck with the matchmaking ones.
Oops.
Oh, what the fuck? Is there an image there?
Oh, you didn't put the image up.
Guess not. Supposed to be one though. Where's the image? Fuck is it? Oh, here we go.
So yeah, for those of you who don't know, this is our pre-game show, and we typically do this before we broadcast our gameplay. We like to show clips of our gameplay from
There
the
we go.
previous night, and we like to just talk about anything that's on our mind.
Yeah, no,
game related, sometimes not
really,
game related.
Really, yeah, we really go on all sorts of shit now.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is a good idea. See, this is
There
what
we
you're
go.
talking about. Now you gotta do this. Cool.
Yeah, so.
You're making a difference now.
And any females that want to join the female-only gamer community.
This is your calling, I think. because you really do hate that shit. And you really do. You really
Well, you
do.
guys-
It really
yeah,
do
you guys-
bother
you
I
guys
bet a
would-
lot of people are just like. I bet a lot of girls are like you.
I think a lot of women are suffering in silence.
You could enjoy the game so much better
Yeah.
because you really did with that other chick.
Yeah.
And you deserve to have the experiences like I have. Then you would feel better about games. Shouldn't be
I
this
really
battle.
had a fun time. Yeah,
Like
but
every
but
day
again,
someone's judging
but
you.
again,
You're
I'm
right.
not gonna
No,
like
it's true.
sit here and like,
No, because it's true. Everyone's
Like,
like,
yeah.
every day someone like makes a judgment.
because yeah, people
Like,
have they have like these like predispositions about like female gamers.
Yeah.
And I'm not about to sit
I don't
here
know
and like
what that
and
is.
like and like riot and like
I told you
pioneer
my
like
dispositions.
I'm just
Some of them,
fuck it, you
some
know,
of them
go
are involved
elsewhere.
with weird game men, and that gets awkward. But that's all I can say. Others are tryhards, I guess, to fit in, and that's pretty much it. That's all I've known from my experience.
Wait,
like-
say that again.
I'm saying from my experience, I've noticed, like there are situations, especially in our MMOs, but I've seen this in Call of Duty as well, where there's like a female that's involved, or in GTA even, there's a female that's involved with one of the other players in the crew or whatever, and it makes playing like kind of awkward and weird sometimes.
Well, if you're playing with like males that are strangers, I think it would be easier if like
Like sometimes
I was
they're not.
playing with.
Sometimes
I
you
think it'd
just-
be easier if I was playing with like men that I knew in real life. I think it would be completely.
It would always
completely,
still, in real
completely-
life, but like
completely
we're trying to build an
different, yeah.
online community though.
Yeah,
So, like,
exactly,
really, this is probably
exactly.
the best way to go is to start with chicks,
Yeah.
like, and then, yeah, right,
Mhm.
makes sense.
Yeah. So hopefully, I think like.
This makes more sense.
Yeah, because I wanna
'Cause, like then you'll have more power if you have like your whole.
Well, no,
team.
I want to
Your whole team
actually
of
talk
females.
and
Play games with
vet,
you.
yeah, vet
Then you
these
wouldn't get
chicks and
judged. Two
hopefully,
girls on a
hopefully
game.
they're on the same.
I think 2 girls on a game make a big difference. If you're
Yeah.
alone, at least 2 on a game.
Yeah,
Then
because
people shut up.
because then that, but you can't always get on. It's so hard to find women.
It's very
who
rare. Yeah.
Really think they're with
They're
these
good
games.
there.
I really think they're like in hiding. Yeah, because most of them
Well, they're there.
they're playing like a League of
But they're in
Legends, like
hiding,
Minecraft. Like you see them playing those games. Like, but I
Oh, and-
know. I think a lot of them don't even try these games. But it's like
Probably
they're
not.
so exciting if you just try them.
They are better though. Yeah, you can't just play mine. You're gonna have a damn seizure playing that shit all the time. You know, it's gonna.
Into
You
play.
gotta change, and this shit teaches you shit though. Spatial and situational awareness. that you
Yeah.
feel.
Which is very important for women to learn since
Yeah, right.
we
totally.
suck so much at driving, right?
Wait, what?
We suck at driving.
Drive. Oh well, driving.
I'm a good driver.
Driving and driving.
I'm a good driver.
Driving at the golf range too, right?
I'm a good driver at the golf range too.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't flip my golf cart like that one
Cool.
dude did. It was funny.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Totally.
Mhm.
So, yeah, maybe you should yeah, this is good.
Mhm.
This is a good show today. You did a good shit.
You got a very, very good
I've got
idea
an
with this.
important
A lot of
message.
people probably. I mean, you think we turned off male viewers? I doubt it.
No,
Well, like-
I'm not even looking to turn off. I've nothing
Yeah, I feel
against.
like
I have nothing
watch
against.
it anyways.
I have nothing against the. Why would I want to turn off male viewers? I'm
No,
just saying.
it's not. Like,
It's
it's not,
like
it's not a
no,
negative
I'm
thing. It's the truth. Like it's the
yeah,
truth.
no. I'm just saying my own personal experience
You need to fix
with
it.
like first-person shooters
You
and
are
stuff.
being gimped of your experience. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Like the fact that because I could just go on any game, and if someone's playing the game seriously, I could just automatically fit in.
Yeah.
You know.
No, and
help
we
them.
noticed it was
It's
different when I was
I'm
playing
so
when I was
relaxed about it,
when I
and
was
it's
playing
like
and you
feel-
were talking. It was
Yeah.
like it was a smooth sailing experience
Yeah.
because you didn't get objectified in that way. So like really
you
the
fit
only
in.
way for me to like
That's where I
comfortably
fit in.
play is like
You
if I
know?
just shut the hell up and
Yeah, kind of.
you're talking
Right.
pretty
right.
much.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe that throws people off. Maybe that's the
don't
whole
know.
thing behind women, not doing these kind of like so many operations
It-
in real arms.
Yeah.
It fucks up morale. I don't know.
Yeah. It could possibly, yeah. I don't know, but I don't just like Candy Crush. Damn it. I am more into the shooting the shooting games, the violence porn. I mean, that's why I like Mortal Kombat X so much, because like you get to see some crazy shit, crazy violence. So that'll be next. Anyone watching? Joe? So we're gonna play in like a little bit. We're gonna play, but I think only like 3% of our viewers are female. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's important. Let's get
I know,
sure,
but I don't. There really aren't like many females.
They've got to be out there. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely out there. Like, there's got to be like some kind of like. There's probably more on PlayStation even.
Yeah, that's true. They'll
You know?
just yeah, they'll
You
just
should-
see
you should
yeah.
have your own.
No, they'll just see it on PlayStation.
You should have your own, right?
Right. But I'm gonna play with the guys tonight.
Or who knows? Maybe you'll meet one in the game.
Yeah, right.
You know.
Who's down for the cause?
Yeah, I mean, probably if they're playing Rainbow,
Yeah.
they're probably not. They probably don't like fucked up. They don't like sexism.
Yeah.
Probably.
It's just female only for Rainbow.
Are people interested in it?
Mhm.
Yeah, no. Wait, what? Are people actually talking about it? Do we got?
Oh, we're getting some feedback.
You
so.
actually? I don't have anything on here.
Oh really? No, we're getting
You got your account?
feedback, good and bad, and either way, it's all good.
What do you
so.
mean? What do you mean? Show me. I don't have anything on here. Uh huh. Oh, did it cut that out of mine?
Cut what out?
Oh, never mind. No, these are just fans.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying.
But no one interested in the group.
I don't think there's any females. I'll show you.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Oh, well, you could take that down for now.
You'll
I guess.
figure it out.
Yeah.
But they'll figure it out. No, keep it up, I guess. Or do you want to show them? You know, let's show them more. We'll keep that up. We'll use that later. Let's show them again the fact of how to do.
So I'm over here now. Okay, look.
Yeah. So.
I forget this.
Yeah. Are you guys Rainbow players?
Map part.
Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
It's going to be super confusing for any normal
Most
human.
people that go through,
Okay, so
they're only going to see
there's
this once probably, or they may. You gotta kind of play this like
any
sort of
new
news,
match
sort of.
that you don't like.
Just to get the
Take them,
word.
release them.
Yeah.
Most the word out,
Join
like
those matches.
Totally.
I wouldn't recommend doing this
Hear
for
the
matchmaking
people's ears and eyes.
Mhm.
because this will probably limit your
Just try to stop them
limit
from
good
all
games.
that shit
Good
talking.
games with good
Mhm.
connectivity, perhaps. But
Right
you
on.
can do this on Terrorist Hunt, which again I would turn these off when you go matchmaking with Terrorist Hunt, but if you're doing Lone Wolf, then you get
I mean,
the
I
choice to
guess.
choose essentially
Sorry, what? Sorry, what?
I mean,
what levels you want now,
Guess what?
and what game mode. So
Sorry, what?
if you only
was not
just
listening.
only
Well,
do
no,
totally
that's
zoned
kind of
out.
the point of the game.
Right now I have full
What is-
Like,
hostage.
you should.
Oh,
do
you
it.
were
That's-
responding to me.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Well, not the
let's
point
just
of the
say we
game,
want
but
a
like, I mean,
straightforward
you can't
terrorist
expect
hunt only
no shit
experience.
talking. That's like a
So we'll
bit
turn-
unrealistic.
Check hostage off.
Right. Wait, no
Okay,
shit talking?
So now here we go.
Yeah.
Is that what I said? Sorry, I totally
Yeah,
lost it.
yeah. Are you?
Maps.
Um,
Maps don't want to go.
no, I
Turn
was.
off
Oh
this
yeah.
map A.
Whatever. Shit
Turn
talking's
them all
fine.
off.
We're just talking about
Get the exact map you want.
how to get a incredible single player experience
So let's
in
do that.
Rainbow Six Siege. You don't have to.
Choose a
It's
level.
lies basically. It's irresponsible
Yeah.
journalism, I guess I would
Don't
say.
listen. Again, we're telling
To the
you right
viewers
here.
who
We
didn't
always
look
have
in
to
the
set
right
record
menus.
straight. Yeah, people are always
you
just
focus
like,
on the menu-
they're always naysaying about things,
Um,
and we're here to tell you again.
Everything we said about
Yes,
Rainbow Six has always been
you
true,
can
and this is it
play.
too.
Just like we said, you could
You
get
just
into
have to do this
just like
awkward ass
we were
map
telling everyone you
filtering
can get
thing.
into the beta,
Just like that,
and
yep.
everyone was naysaying.
Who
Oh,
said
and then
you
we
couldn't?
proved everyone wrong. Now we're telling you
telling you
guys that
couldn't.
you can
Yeah.
have a very,
Yeah,
very
Great.
versatile.
School or college
very-
or
Dynamic.
Yeah.
Versatile. You could play any way you want. Yeah, you got everything in this single player experience.
Very,
You got everything.
very dense, meaty experience. Like that's It's like
Very
the best.
dense.
It's like the best
Compared
way
to
I could
oth-
think of to describe it. Yeah.
You have 11 or whatever, 12 buildings
Yeah.
to siege
Mhm.
or defend as a single player.
That's what we're on.
4 game modes, but like I said, you can.
Weird.
I'm just playing. You can look at it this way. I'm only playing one of the campaigns now, which is the Terrorist Hunt campaign, which is one of 4.
A lot of people
Because you
have
can
to
turn
say
on both bomb game. You can turn on bomb game, hostage rescue, or hostage defend. So it's 4 different campaigns.
That's
Uh-huh.
snow days.
And you can use all your defender characters in half of them.
Any
I think, or at least
level
one of them.
that fucks up your playstyle.
Whatever. The point is,
Which
you
one is
get
it?
a lot of choices. There's like a lot of possibilities.
Now we did that a lot.
I wish like
It's not limited.
actually no, all the females are attackers. Yeah. Yeah,
There's
yeah.
defenders too, isn't there? There's
No,
female
I
defenders?
actually believe they're all attackers.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, you're right.
Mhm. I am right.
They all are.
Just try to get
They all are
to
attackers.
Bloodhouse, I guess, or Oregon.
Wow,
That's
that's
right.
weird.
That's right.
Wow.
Because I like these maps because they are
Wow.
good for hit and run tactics,
Just blew my mind.
which is what I'm gonna show you.
Dude, I think I
in
said
two
that,
days,
like,
but I
the
don't know if we'll be
first-
able to see the house.
Well, I did not
I think
know
like the
that.
first day or something.
Well, plus, there's really no, only the,
It's not as good really.
oh, there's females in every fact, or
It's so
every,
fun for me, but
team. There's also no females in the Russians.
honestly, it's
Around
I
the
guess
specimens,
it's
it's
good to
only-
hit and run, but
Just big fat guys. There's no female operators.
so yeah, this is important. That you know you can.
Maybe there's sexism.
control
What
the
is there
map.
sexism in
Game
Russia?
modes, you're subjective
What?
to
In their
Because they said,
spec
"Alright,
ops?
it was relaxing playing Terrorist Hunt, but then
I don't
one
know.
of those hostage
Oh
missions
my
will
God.
come up and that'll really fucking freak you out, and you're all of a sudden you're being attacked. This shit gets crazy, especially when you're alone. But
Sounds like a true thing.
What was it? Do you know who this is?
What is?
Someone asking if you're gonna.
You have viewer comments?
No, not in here.
Oh, you're talking about.
Yeah, do you
I
know-
disable all other comments.
No, I know. But
So it has to go through a filter, right?
yeah. Who's that?
I don't get anything. What? No, I don't know. That,
Yeah.
I have no idea what that is.
Mhm.
Pick a level. So
It's a spam. I think it's
so I've made
spam.
So only
Yeah,
kind of
it
game
seems
mode
like
I can
it.
do
I don't
right
know.
now.
I don't know. That's weird.
This is a
Mhm.
weird way to
Why,
do this.
why are you looking?
Rather than being able to just create our own custom games like we used to.
Oh
But,
my
whatever.
god.
So here we go. I'm effectively telling the game that the only game I want
I think
to
I
do
know
is
what was gonna happen here.
when I
What?
do Terrorist Hunt and Lone Wolf, because I'm now able to choose what
Okay,
Terrorist
anyways.
Hunt.
Oh, maybe not. I really don't know. This is completely
Internet.
confusing.
Anyways, you used to be
I have
able
no
to choose
idea.
Whatever.
That is
So-
really weird.
No, I'm just looking.
Thereby, that part of the
It must have been while I was
single
asleep.
player
Why
experience
like
Yeah, right.
I was
still
asleep.
there, it just-
Yo, dude.
Yeah.
Like I
Fucking
obviously
doing-
passed
hey,
out.
We're
It's a
doing
weird way to
a
get
Wait, what were we doing?
I said we're
So
doing
now we know what we're gonna get.
a.
I'm not gonna get into the game mode, as I said.
So what do you
Fuck
think
with
the pros and
matchmaking
cons of
ones.
doing a 24-hour stream?
Really, just
Pros and
because
cons?
Actually,
Yeah.
is it censor the map
No,
separately?
no cons.
Um,
No cons.
so really-
Except for getting
No, you
kinda
get
tired.
tired.
Well, I mean,
There's
I
a
guess
lot
Yeah,
of
that's
cons.
that's the only con.
Is that your
And
question?
And hungry, yeah.
In Hungary?
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. Pros were we got like more points in the game faster,
Yeah.
and we got to play for a long time,
Mhm.
and it was satisfying. I guess it was pretty good.
Yeah.
But that's it. Really, cons are you get tired and
So now I'm going to Terrorist Hunt.
But it's
Shit.
it's
Go to
Yeah.
Lone Wolf,
I feel like there's no other option. You just have to
See where
yeah,
they go.
when there's something new, just keep going through, keep going
Come over
through,
here
keep
now.
going through.
Okay, look.
Because everybody wants to see, it's like, and you want to kind of be like
These
the first to like
map
discover
preferences today, but this is where it's going to be
new
super
shit
confusing.
anyways. So,
yeah, I
Right.
think I did it. Think I did it here.
yeah.
Because people are still
There's-
talking that shit about single player, but
Choose any
Yeah.
sort of match
That's a
that
lie.
you don't like. And
Truth
It's a
is-
lie, guys.
Put you in
I don't
those
know what
matches.
more of a
I wouldn't
single player
recommend doing
experience you could
matchmaking,
want.
And
'cause it's so
If you're
powerful.
saying you want more, I agree about having AI teammates,
Good
but
games, good games with good
you know, like this
connectivity
is
perhaps.
still that X amount of missions
You
times
can
4.
Do this on Terrorist Hunt. Which
Mhm.
again, I would turn these
And you can
off
choose
and go
which one you wanna
matchmaking
go to.
Terrorist Hunt, but
If there's anything I hate more, like the one thing you
Choice
can't even
essentially,
argue is lame about campaigns is
what
that you don't
levels
even
you
get to
want.
choose.
And what game modes,
You have to.
so
It's linear. You have to
you
start
only-
at one
just
point
only do
and end
Terrorist
at
Hunt
another.
Classic.
So
right now I had both Protect Hostage.
where I would prefer a lot of
and
times
Terrorist
skip
Hunt
levels,
Classic.
so not do
But
levels I didn't like. I just wanted to just
True.
play the
Say you
game
want
and have the
straightforward
customization.
Terrorist Hunt only.
That's a
Then
big thing,
I want to be able to customize the map I play at.
Protect Hostage off.
like I said, I wish it went a little deeper, like
So
as
now here we go.
far as enemy density, like it used to, time limit, so that I could just
You don't have to put
play
it
with
on
different
hard.
difficulties to earn higher points.
You can turn them all off in
But
fact, to get the exact
Other than that,
the next level.
yeah,
So let's
still like
Oh,
a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit to play for one player, and it'll take a long time. And I don't see, you know, it's like
It's like you're never
You
you're never
don't-
even on 24 hours of playing. It's like we didn't even like.
I really only
come
mastered.
close
I have
to,
not
like-
haven't even really mastered a map, and like
The
this
thing
is
is,
what I would
I
do
don't-
with all terrorist hunts.
that
Mhm.
crazy level.
Is go through them, and then ultimately, like I said, you start out not knowing the map, and you die. You die the first time. You die quickly. But
Yeah, is it here?
what was that?
I don't recognize it. Maybe
No.
it was that gas.
It was. Anyways,
Tolerance was all gas.
I don't know.
That-
What was that?
whatever. This last single player.
Okay, so let's say we want to.
You
Yeah.
guys have to
I guess.
concede
Yeah,
that
so
you can choose it
just
all
check
now.
out our secret method because
The secret method.
apparently it is a secret. Apparently, like
It's somewhat
I didn't
secret,
realize
yeah.
it
You
was
have to
secret,
go into
but,
that menu,
Like, apparently, nobody
and it's not part of the
nobody
straightforward
knows about
playing of the
this.
game. Like you
Right.
have to like.
Not on
Like it used to be like you can select terrorist hunt and then it brought you to your own lobby where you can then adjust basically everything about the game. Now it's just like terrorist hunt, okay, we're gonna throw you to a random one. Unless you go and filter it. So this is problematic and it will make people think like that this game absolutely doesn't have single player period and you have no you're frustrated because you keep getting thrown into a defend the hostage probably as one player and that alone would ruin the game
Turned off.
and make me kind of if I didn't dig if you didn't want to dig any a little deeper
Yeah, because
you
before
could just
we did that,
rage
we did yeah, that shit
and
was
say that the
annoying.
game had no
Shit
single
was-
player.
Yeah, I think that's what.
But
I mean, no, I don't think
if you
that's
did,
obviously
you're
what happened
misinforming people.
to anybody
That's
that,
the reality,
that
though.
complained. Yeah, it's like how
Try to get
dare you
to
spread your
what
misinformation?
Not just how dare I mean, like I said, I see how they made the
How
mistake,
dare you?
but they are doing this
Yeah,
game
but it's like
wrong by it's misinformation. It's inaccurate.
yeah,
just
so it's like
because-
we have to.
And they could argue it's the developer's fault for being fucks about how they made the interface, which yeah, probably true, but
Not
as good.
not exact, but not
that's how I always
exactly.
said though. Never give up on
Nothing.
Rainbow.
Yeah,
It's gonna come
never
through
give
the
up on
experience.
Rainbow, yeah.
I don't understand why they don't have
nothing's
AIs,
ever
but
like that straightforward.
I don't
And
think I'll be able to explain that.
Especially like if you're a rainbow player, like you have to be
Yeah.
you have to be a thinker, so you should be
This
able
is
to.
true.
You should be able to
We're
figure
supposed to
this
think
out,
outside the
you know?
box.
Yeah.
You
You
know?
should be able to figure out how
Exactly.
to have a really amazing single player
Like I said,
experience, and
I
like you
was
should know
relaxing
that
playing
like
Terrorist Hunt,
they're not
and
like
One of
fucking
those
that
hostage
hard.
missions
Like
you put that'll really freak you out.
Sexist.
Also,
Fewer comments.
yeah.
Renan,
It's crazy,
Andrade,
especially when you're alone.
sex. Hey, cute girl, great hair. So as you can see, we're not lying. This really happened. This is, I guess, probably true. Or that guy's trolling us because he heard the
Yeah, I think
first
he's
part of
probably-
the show.
probably trolling us.
But that's funny.
Giving us a compliment.
That's funny.
Or
Well-
me a compliment or whatever.
Well, thanks, thank you.
All you can do
Thank
is
you.
take it at face value when it's just text.
Yeah.
On a screen.
That's kind of
And
you.
you can't
Thanks.
hear the inflection.
Who knows?
This is a weird way
All
to
you
do
can do
this.
is
Right,
just
Rather than
read
right,
it.
right. At least it's
Okay.
not something mean they're saying.
Used to.
They're saying nice things. So that's good.
But
That's
whatever. So
we're
here we go.
overwhelmingly
Effectively
we're
playing
well
the game,
received.
The only game I want to.
People have a
I
positive
do terrorist hunt, lone wolf.
thing.
Now able to choose.
Then
Yeah.
the other
What
people like
terrorist
I
hunt
said, it seems like it's
I want.
the negative people
Like I
seem
used
like
to be able to anyways. You used to be able to just choose.
I don't know,
So
weird.
thereby that part of the
Very
single player
weird.
They had
experience
something to prove.
is still there. It
You
just-
know,
you have to.
or like how you were saying,
Something
they seem insecure.
something isn't right in
You
their
know?
life, and
So now we know
I'm
what
sorry
we're
that
gonna
I
get. We're
can't
not
make it
gonna get
better.
another
I
game,
really
like I
feel
said.
bad.
I
But
want to fuck with the matchmaking ones.
Well, yeah, we can if the problem is this.
oh yeah, you're
The
right.
problem is
we
with
can, oh yeah, we can
gaming
get some
software.
Yeah.
Censored
We can.
separately.
Because that we figured
Actually,
out.
you know what? If people were
figured it
just
out.
actually, if people were just honest about like what they're,
Anyways,
if they could really like
so here we are.
dig deep within themselves and like really like come to some sort of like self-actualization and
Mhm.
figure out like what their real issue is and like why they were so angry. I feel like I could help them. If they,
Maybe you
actually,
could.
I know I could.
Yeah, maybe you could
If
give
they,
them therapy.
If they, I could. If they were like,
Yeah.
if they were just honest.
True.
But it's really hard for people to
see where they put me.
What shouldn't be?
actually admit.
Yeah, we could turn the pregame show into the pregame
Yeah.
therapy.
Yeah,
Why,
if anyone
like,
needs any.
you could take people like
No,
raging
like-
players
like
and
very
like
serious,
try to
yeah.
talk them out of it with their bad sportsmanship somehow. Like, what is
That's
it?
because that's what
Is it
it-
because your
yeah,
mom's
that's-
mean to you?
yeah.
Did your dad tell you you were a fucking loser?
But no, but
When
that's
he got
that,
drunk
no,
that
that's
time?
what it is because this is a sport, so it's like it is just like bad sportsmanship. Like some people have incredibly bad sportsmanship, and it's like that wouldn't be acceptable anywhere else. Like your ass would have like a red card, like you'd be out.
Right.
But it's like it's like opposite in the virtual world. It's like whoever has like the worst sportsmanship, whoever's like the biggest asshole, like kicks like people out. You know?
True. It just ruins the experience for a lot of people.
Terrorist on Classic. Right now,
Because like I said, it does come down to like a lot of, like I said, weird like people in, I guess that what I would call they're just getting more into Xbox than they, or whatever games than they should in that case of like being involved in people, involved with people,
Yeah,
or
just
trying
play the
to take it to a
game.
like I guess what I would consider an unprofessional level,
You don't have to go to max. You don't want to go.
Yeah.
and so that does fuck up the gameplay.
It's
Good.
like people play with like you know male kids who sound like women sometimes because they haven't gone through puberty.
I won't play with them.
But
Or
when it's
I really don't like to do that.
Well, that's like
I'm a kidist, I guess. I'm against kids,
well, that's not right.
I guess. I mean,
Some
for the
of them
most
are-
part,
dude,
it's hard.
Some of them are good.
You gotta really like, yeah, but you gotta really earn my. We don't trust the thing is, I don't trust them,
I don't
good or not. You know,
crazy level.
they're always glitching
It's not.
and hacking.
It's bizarre.
I don't know.
Going with the
You're
gadgets,
just
we-
like basically relating back to
I
like what kind
recognize it. If anyone knows
of
that
troublemaker
gas
ass
level,
kid you were.
Me? Yeah, true. I was.
Yeah, yeah.
school
So
Yeah,
you're just projecting onto all
I am
kids
projecting.
because you were such a fucking troublemaker.
I was.
You think
I was.
that every other kid.
Okay, so let's say we want
He's
to
a
go.
troublemaker.
But every glitch I ever found out in a game too, though, was a kid showed me like, here, get up on this fence, then do this. Like you clip through the wall now. Okay, now we can hit over here. No one can shoot us, but we're behind the fucking map. It's like, okay, it's fun when you're on that kid's side when he's doing that, but like, he's fucking up the game for other people out there.
Right.
That weird house though.
Right. Well, whatever. I mean, God, it's just like anyone can
Everyone-
fucking play the
I've
games
seen.
for the most part. So it's like you're gonna meet all kinds of different people.
No,
Don't, dude.
Look at this clip. Watch.
That's the snow place. Turn that off so you can repel.
Oh my god, I can't believe I still saved this part.
Kind of
Oh,
love
that
See
one?
this-
That's
see
the
this
one
thing?
you're
Thing that started all the trouble to begin with. Ah,
Dude.
better not hit that one by
Can you
accident,
delete
right?
that?
I gotta
Yeah.
delete it. Oh god, I can't even. I don't even want to touch it because
Yeah,
I'm
don't
afraid it's
touch
gonna
it. Don't
come
touch
up.
it. Oh my.
I ain't even gonna touch it.
Get. What the hell?
I don't know why that's still there.
That's horrible.
Whatever.
It's okay, I guess.
Just ignore it.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't forget this fact about Rainbow Six. It's very single player.
Single.
For you people that don't think it is.
player-y.
It is. It's just kind of complicated to do it,
I like
but
Can
you
you
gotta
like?
blow
I
up
hate
the
when
balloon.
it.
Run tactics.
Oh, the balloon. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
You guys on a balloon?
House
You want a balloon? We got a big balloon. Big fat pig balloon. Let's blow this one up.
The balloon.
Oh, it didn't work.
It's on it.
That one's just on the string now for good.
I know.
Let's add another one.
Yeah.
This one will blow up.
Oh, can I buy it?
Hold on. Oh, it's not working. Oh, you can have some. Yeah, here. Here's a nice. It's fun. Oh, there it goes. It's large again, or it's light
So
again.
Cool.
So yeah, this is
Very
important.
cool.
That you know that you can control.
Yup.
The game modes you're
Very cool.
subjected to.
Indeed.
Because like
What
I
else
said,
do we have to
I
go
was
over
relaxing
in
playing
our-
Terrorist Hunt, but then
That's pretty much the most important revelation
one
is
of
this
the
Rainbow
hostage
Six thing.
missions
Yeah,
come
yeah,
up
then
and
how the
really-
single
You gotta drive
player-
this home.
Yeah.
all of a sudden
You get to
you're
do
getting-
single player.
Hit that shit.
shit gets
I've been doing it like for 2 days now.
when you're alone.
You can see, you can check my videos.
Yeah.
I've successfully.
People like get mad about it though too. Like,
Do they?
Yeah. Like, thumbs down.
The thumbs down it. I did it. I completed it with fucking German
I
guy.
appreciate those.
I
though, 'cause
completed
it's interaction.
Sure, I took my time.
It's interaction.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean,
Shall I guess?
they can't actually say. They can only just put
test
it.
it.
No, I know,
You
but
can
it's still like
actually
you're
pick a
still
You
like
can view
taking
it
the
if
time to
you choose
interact
to go to
with
the
me.
filter.
So I've
But
made
you
so
can't,
the only kind of game mode I could be able to
Otherwise,
get
yeah.
This is a
We
weird
don't.
one
Yeah,
because
we
rather than
we
being able to just
encourage.
create your own custom games, I'm used to-
We don't
Okay.
encourage any kind of free speech, really.
But Whatever.
We censor y'all.
There we go.
No one says shit about our shit.
We
keep our shit under
Honestly,
wraps.
we tried. We tried to
tried
give you
that
guys
way.
free speech, but it's like there's just there's so many trolls on the internet.
This
It's like
guy
you
with
can't,
like one view.
you can't
used to. Or
even
something will be-
yeah, because those are always the ones that want free speech.
They
It's
want
never
free
like the
speech.
people that actually have shit to say.
Right.
So for now,
Exactly.
yeah, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
we're going communist.
We're going straight
So
Stalin
you're
on
going
that.
straight Stalin in your ass.
No, I mean I just don't. I don't.
Now we know what we're gonna get.
I don't want to, because it was the same thing with the message. I didn't realize I was getting comments on PlayStation. Like I had a fucking box filled with these messages
Right.
that I didn't realize I didn't want people to send to me to begin with, because it's like a ton of text. It's like I had thousands of comments,
Yeah.
probably friend requests too now, with comments added and voice messages, picture messages.
I only like.
It's like they can send you. And I was
messages.
afraid.
Really?
When I
That's
saw that,
weird.
I knew something had gone
Why
wrong.
the hell are people?
That's what I'm saying. I was like, oh god, what did this person send?
they
Is it
shouldn't
like
be allowed to-
another?
why are
Is it a
they
dick
send-
picture or something? You know?
I know, right? Ew.
Like I'm like, what do you have to send me? Then it's okay. Like a screenshot of the gameplay. Okay, good. But it's like, you know, like when I saw this text
don't
message
add people
system,
unless you know who
just
they are.
don't allow messages.
Unless
Turn them
you
off.
play-
They're probably killing your catch.
Oh,
You know, it's like having
totally. Yeah,
iMessage. You know how much catch
that'll slow
iMessage takes? A lot.
that'll slow shit
And you're in
down
these chats
too.
with like 50 people. I was in a chat with like someone had opened a message and like added like
there's
50 fucking people to it or something. And they were all just
match
talking
that you don't like.
about, I don't even know,
Basically not.
a group,
June was matched.
trying to group up for some kind of event in a game. And I didn't even realize it, but they were sending me like hundreds of fucking messages. So I've disabled that feature.
Yeah,
Nobody
it just
will
it's
send me
gonna make
messages
it's gonna
ever
make our
again.
shit lag, you know.
I'm just gonna not
do this on terrorists.
only in voice can you talk
Yeah,
to me,
yeah.
I would
voice.
and only under my
go matchmaking with terrorists.
or
but
us, and only under the strict control and strict through strict filtering.
I never
of your personality, basically.
understood like why.
You can't be as inclusive.
No, I never
on
understood why people
but,
did that. I was like, that's so fucked up that people
but to
like
say
they
we want
ban this and they
straightforward
block this.
Yeah.
But then it's like
only experience.
once you
Eventually
get
it
the
happens to you,
experience,
yeah.
you're like,
So
you're like,
return-
oh,
return
it's
costs
because I see
Yeah,
why now. I
because, like, that
understand
kind of-
why free speech has been ruined.
You don't
Because-
But I mean, you know, it's just.
People ruined it. People ruined it
guess.
because they are
I mean, if you don't,
Next
yeah,
level.
sure.
because if they have
In a way,
if they have free speech,
they'll just say it
they're
to
like,
say it
I'm just
kind of
gonna
thing,
get
like,
like
even though they
everyone,
don't really
like,
have
I'm just
something
gonna
to say
get
it.
everyone to like kill themselves and like make everyone feel bad, and it's just like people have no social barometer like
Oh, true.
when there's free
Some don't,
speech,
yeah.
and
Or some just
that
get
kind
off
of
to
that
it.
kind of sucks
Easy
because
as
like
well.
we go into this thinking like we're
Just
gonna
player
be
dating
we're
in
gonna be
general.
well no we go into this thing we're gonna be having like interesting conversations, like people can handle like debates and stuff with us,
Right.
but it just turns
The
into
hate
like
is so real,
fuck
guys.
you.
The hate is so real.
Like it just turns into like some stupid shit like that, and it's just
It
like
does.
it just becomes pointless.
Right, yeah, because it's about, I guess, either about like, said they're pissed that you have the game.
One day we'll bring it back.
Pissed that you
free
have the game
speech,
and they
hopefully.
can't play.
But just
Or
if everyone can be good.
pissed.
Damn it.
We bring what back? I'll
Maybe
never bring
we-
that back. I never wanted that on to begin with. I think that's a really bad feature. I
Free
mean,
speech.
not free speech, it's free PS messages to any person in the world.
Oh, that, yeah.
Like-
That's kind of
I just want only my friends,
Yeah.
not even to send me messages, but like,
just like
you send me
a
game invites.
Yeah, it's about
And
about
that's
the
it.
game. It's not like
This weird
hey,
texting thing,
so
yeah.
like, what are you doing today?
Hey, what are you doing? Yeah, like
No.
here's my picture. You could have I had conversations from
Yeah.
people I had met on PlayStation, like when I first played this, that don't even play, haven't seen on in a year. I was talking, you know, that I was like
Oh yeah, yeah.
forgotten about, and I didn't realize it was saving these messages, like everything, all our entire correspondence, just like an iMessage.
Yeah.
So I had to be taking hundreds.
Mm-hmm.
Guess we turn it back on. I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like hundreds
Thanks, okay, I guess.
of messages, hundreds of different like
Let's just try to get
just
to
interactions with these people
or
that I didn't even know, like or like it was over with months
Yeah,
ago.
you're like,
So
who's
there's
sending
no
me this
delete. There's no
message?
delete function.
Why am I gonna respond to? You know, do they even care when they say how are you? Do they even care? Why? Wait, what?
They weren't even asking how I was.
Just
It
these
was
like
I don't fuck with
pointless
that.
ass like surface conversations.
I don't even fuck with
some
that.
people will try to have with you through
Yeah.
PSN. Yeah.
No, I guess people do that, but like
Yeah.
I that wasn't my point. Like
Well,
my
that was my point.
not my point. That
But
wasn't
I
my
promise.
experience. It was just people trying to group up with me, and somehow they had added me to a list, a worldwide list of people that possibly have a game, and then they're spamming me with shit. So it took like a fucking hour to go through them all and delete them.
It's pointless.
And then like
They're
tons of
spamming you because,
pictures and like voice messages.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about. I deleted all those too.
Yeah, if you don't
But
know who they
God
are,
knows,
like,
God knows
don't
what that
open
was.
Shit from people
But I'm
you
just
don't know who they
it's
are.
like having an email box on here.
That's like computers
You know?
101. Like you guys should
Right, but it's like it was.
know that
I
already.
just thought it was friends that could send me messages, not any human.
Yeah.
And then any other fucking human could be added to
Yeah,
it.
so make sure you're
kind of
not
thing.
getting like a fuck ton of random
Yeah,
messages
if you don't know how
on
to
your
use
console,
PlayStation, if you're
'cause
a new adopter,
it's gonna
yeah,
like
you're
just
gonna
like
test to see
It's
what-
different from
fucking
Xbox.
bloat your cache.
Yeah, because
like,
the
it's
notification
gonna-
or the invites go to. It's not like Xbox where it's all one thing. Like invites, messages, well, it's all one thing. You know, like it's more organized. This is like there's sections of messages, and then it's like
But whatever.
Um,
So here we go. I'm effectively telling the game.
sections of
only
messages
game
on top
I wanna have
It's
now.
a little sloppy, but
When I do terrorist
Sony
notifications
admitted that.
and then game
Choose
invites. So it's like
terrorist hunt.
or it's hard to even find. But
like I used to be able to
now
do
that I
it.
sorted that out, so it's like
So
I can only
thereby
receive the
that part of
notifications for invites,
single
or not
player
notifications. I
experience
can receive the
is
invitations.
still there. It
Check
just-
only the invitations
Yeah.
part,
do-
and just don't
There's
fuck
a
with
weird
any
way
of
to
those
get
other
that.
things because
you know what you're gonna get.
it's gonna eat up your fucking cache.
Yeah, I think a lot of people.
I didn't even know this fact, guys. This probably would
It's
have
like the
helped.
same thing
I
on
bet
your
everyone I
phone.
couldn't get on that game would have been helped by this fact if I'd known it then.
Right,
Just don't fuck with it.
right.
Mhm. I'm just like I just know menus,
Yeah, do it.
so I just figure them out. You know,
Anyways,
I just figure them out. It's gonna show it.
so here we
Oh no,
go.
go back.
I'm showing everyone how to.
No, I went back. I want to change it. Let's change it to. Oh, let's keep that. No, I'll just change this part.
Another thing I noticed was got some games. Yeah. So now I'm going Terror Zone,
Just show it one last time so people understand.
right?
Yeah, that's how you start Terror Sun.
Let's see where they put me.
It's gonna play over now.
Yeah.
So you go to matchmaking preferences
Okay, look.
and disable
If you look at these
anything you don't want to play under Terrorist Hunt.
This is where it's going to
You
be
disable all the
confusing.
maps so you can effectively
Right,
pick the map by disabling the rest,
Okay, so there's
and pick the game mode by disabling the
choose Any
rest.
sort of match.
Still puts you
Don't
through that
like
matchmaking
it'll-
shit, which
it'll
is
basically
bizarre.
put in
'cause you
those
should be able to
matches.
play
I would recommend doing
offline.
this for matchmaking though,
But
because this will probably limit your
what am I going to tell you? This
the
is
game.
just,
The game
this is
good
strange, but
connectivity. to
it's
that.
still possibilities.
But-
All the same results can be had
You can-
as in past Rainbow Six experiences.
Again, I would turn these off when you go match.
So
Terrorist
don't,
Hunt.
yeah,
Here.
don't
You
listen
know,
to
choice
motherfuckers
essentially
talking about how there's no
what levels you want.
single player
Game,
experience
so-
because
So rich.
It's
so
just
rich.
only
lie.
do Terrorist Hunt Classic.
It's a
Right now I have
fucking
both
lie.
Protect Hostage
Straight up.
and Terrorist Hunt Classic on. But
It is.
let's just say we want a straightforward Terrorist Hunt only experience. So we'll turn Protect Hostage off. Okay, so now here we go. With maps now. You don't
Okay, so wait, we'll be right back
You can turn them all off and back to get the exact map
Um,
you want.
after this commercial.
The next level.
Boom.
So let's do that. Let's choose a level that we want to use.
Well, we're still here. They're gonna still see this afterwards, but they're gonna have a commercial.
Okay. We've been on for how long?
I don't even know, 2 hours,
Over 2 hours.
I guess.
Funny thing is, I don't crazy level.
What?
I don't fucking know. Let me think.
It's not.
I just want to. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see.
Going with the gas. Is it here? I don't recognize it. If anyone knows what that gas level, you're at that weird school or college where it's all gassed out. Which one was that? I see it now. Okay, so let's say we want to go.
Yeah, is
to
there anything
the
else you want to talk
gas-
about? You gotta tell anyone?
Yeah. Go.
Maybe.
I think everybody should
Maybe
go.
let's do.
Wait, what? Yeah, I mean, tell whatever you want.
Yeah.
Just keep going. The longer we stay on it, the better.
Yeah.
Because then you just get
Well, that's what I was wondering. I was like, is it the longer the better?
Yup.
The live stream?
Yup. So then you get more views overall. Because it's a new thing, you
Right.
know.
Alright, you control that from now on.
That's
Oh shit. Control what? There you go. I just want to put that up, I guess.
Up next.
Yeah, 'cause that's what we will be playing.
Who's excited for this?
Kill Garrus. I guess we could do more.
Once we get people in my group, then we'll like.
Yeah, we're gonna try. We'll
do-
try to recruit for your group, I guess.
But no, we'll
And
just
then-
no, because they'll we'll
we find anyone.
Then we'll interview them like in the next pregame show.
Oh yeah, or if the reviewer, I guess. Sure, we do that.
Yeah, I just think
But I mean-
it's so rare to get.
Again, I don't know.
And
Let's
then
try to do
find
this.
someone with the game. But yeah, again,
Oh yeah,
click
yeah.
the
It's
link
probably
below
easier to
if you
find
guys
it.
want to get the game for the cheapest price.
Cheapest price, right?
Click that link.
Definitely click that link if you want to get Rainbow. You should get Rainbow
If
Six.
and if you're feeling antisocial, you want to play single player, well,
It can still
very
happen.
fun, and you
There's
can-
like a possibilities
do
of
it.
this.
mhm.
We've just demonstrated it. Scrub back and you'll see everything.
Yeah.
Isaki,
No, you can't,
why not?
because you can't.
Okay. I can't?
No.
I can't.
Yeah. You can't.
Tell me I can't.
Well, okay, fine. I'll have someone then.
I won't,
then
but I
tell
mean,
you
like,
you can't.
in theoretically, the more the better. I think that's how this works,
it's
right?
not. It's not though.
No?
No.
Well, whatever. Did I do these? Let's see. Oh, I didn't even
Yeah.
do them. Thought I did.
I'm excited about Rainbow.
Me too. Oh yeah, people be excited. People be viewing them.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Guys better be excited.
Yeah. Yeah, they're climbing, dude.
Cool. Climb that ladder.
Right?
hmm
Yeah, we're gonna be at
So if we yeah.
20,000 views
Dude,
soon enough, you know. So yeah, thanks y'all for your
thanks
interest in our content.
thanks for your support, and
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Really
Right.
appreciate it. I mean, all you gotta do is click, and that helps to support us, and then that just motivates us to bring you even
And just
more
watch.
better content.
Yeah, to enhance this experience for y'all.
Yep, that's right. Oh, hello. Say hello.
Viewer comments.
Yep. I can't read
Um,
the name.
Someone Max Gaming. Okay, I get it. Hello Max Gaming. Hello at Max Gaming. Again, this is gonna be 2 minutes later.
Yeah, I know. That's why you gotta type
That
it.
is gonna see that. So
Yeah.
this way you don't really talk to the people, then type.
Well, you have to
Just
type.
have to kind of be
So
like
they
on
don't
top of
really-
it.
Yeah, I know.
Get it really low.
So,
Yeah. See, yeah, I want to see what this looked like. Telling you, one of the maps was just. Oh, then again, this is the town though. Where's the fucking compound that the guy was at? Huh. Well, I'm gonna show you this map
I like
so
the
you know.
plane. I like the plane. That's a really fun level. I don't know.
Yeah, the plane,
I don't
I
know
took
what
it
it's
off, but I mean, it is fun.
called. You think one's based off of Waco, which is
It looked like it gave me that
dude, you have to
that
dude, to show me.
doomsday cult
I think
feeling,
a lot of them
like
are
doomsday
based
cult
off of like fucked up shit. Like
Yeah, if anything, I would
Slime.
think that was in poor taste, you know? The Waco one,
I think
it's just
a lot-
crazy.
But then you could argue violence is in poor taste. Violence on games.
just
is
usually
in-
like a suicide cult type place,
right,
type compound. In my opinion.
right. We have a viewer comment.
Where? Okay.
Oops.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. You got that working?
I'm trying to.
You blowing a balloon?
Yep. I was just trying to pop it. Okay. Cool.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, I missed it. Damn it.
Grab it.
Floated away.
Where'd it go? Yeah. That's crazy. The high definition.
Oh, it's so much better in HD.
Right?
Yeah.
It's pretty dope. Let's do it again. So much better in HD. It's fun. It's pretty fun. Wait, what's that?
That's our thing.
Oh, one click?
Duh. I know.
Yeah. Like we're not very successful on that platform.
Well, because I just started it.
Yeah.
Just press the PlayStation button.
PlayStation button? What?
Yes, how you.
You're talking. See, you gotta type it.
It doesn't matter.
The button. They think that people like that shit.
Okay.
Well, then again, it's really our secret though.
Yeah.
It's a secret.
I just say press the button.
It's a secret. No, it's not just that.
I know.
It's our secret little balloon. It's cool, right?
You can buy one. We'll send you one.
Yeah, we'll send you one.
You want one? They're
Big
actually
game TV
real.
balloon?
They're real balloons.
It's our little secret. Yeah, it's a real balloon.
It is real. There's
It's a
helium.
secret.
You have to get a controller with helium inside of it.
Mhm.
It works.
Mhm. Yeah. So what else do we have to talk about?
I think we.
It's only like
pretty much-
It's only like 8:50.
I know. It's
We never do
early.
it this early.
You know, we typically
like-
don't, but you also have to remember that it's a Monday night.
True. Right.
I mean,
right.
I was thinking about doing like my.
Documentary GTFO.
Yeah. Right. That's what that's what it's called.
GTFO.
Yeah. I'm not fucked up. I want to watch that documentary. No, I want to watch it.
It's funny as I want to watch it too.
But
See how nasty people are. Well, we could try. Like I said, we could try to experiment with this tonight. Kind of like
hopefully.
go to see how people react to you playing versus me. How the very serious Rainbow Six community reacts. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, we'll do that in our gameplay tonight.
Copy.
Mm.
Copy.
Always.
That's weak though.
Yeah. Hang on. It's a secret, dude. No one told us.
Hey, what's the secret? What? Oh. Huh? Where do you see that? Where do you see it?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to fuck with it. So then they see like what happens like 2 minutes before, 2 minutes
Yeah,
later.
no, I know.
You know what I mean?
But that's okay.
Just to help the viewer buffering.
Alright, so
like shit gets out of context. So
basically tonight, yeah, I don't know. You guys are gonna have to like scrub through, but talk to you about some pretty important things about how sexism
shit, is it buffering?
is real.
Yeah, your experiences
Talked
with
about
that.
how there is actually a very well, we basically like put the naysayers to rest and explain to you how you can have a very rich solo playing experience, and we also are trying to start a female gaming community for Rainbow.
You should
So
make
that's
that.
another like
that should be your
positive
focus,
thing
yeah.
that we're doing tonight.
That should be the focus, yeah. Yeah, because you're never gonna enjoy the games the same way as I do until you get like your own team of like people
Just don't get it, man.
that too of girls that will like be
Yeah.
like play like that will help you play basically. So it could be like a couple of reasons, like
just like
it
a
could be
team. You just need like a like a.
those guys might just be like not know like just
Well, I
feel
don't
weird
know.
about talking to you.
I don't know.
In
Yeah,
general,
but they don't
you
know.
know?
They think I'm
Like to be awkward, it
fat.
might just be awkward for them, or like then there's the opposition who's gonna say, the fat thing, like
That's
so-
I think that's hilarious.
yeah,
Like no one's
they're
ever
gonna always
called
go
me
with that, you
Yeah.
know. So I mean, either way, yeah,
So should we?
you gotta recruit people for your group.
Yeah, we will.
gotta
We will.
recruit
But
people.
I'm not quite sure this is like.
You need
the
like at
place
least
to
10 of
do-
them, really, at the end of the day, or else
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
not
yeah.
gonna be able to do the thing.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Viewer comments.
Let's see. Yeah, okay. I'll go to comments here.
Okay.
Maybe they didn't. Did they see the beginning? Maybe not. Let's see.
Probably.
Or whatever. At viewers.
That's the cool thing about this, yeah, because you could like scrub backwards.
They don't understand it is a big difference because, like, I
Well,
mean, I would have been in the same. I would've thought the same thing that they did. What?
No, I think I know what you're gonna say. Don't.
What? What am I going to say?
Hang on.
What could I possibly say that would be not sayable? What do you mean?
I'm cutting off your free
I-
speech too.
I would have thought the same thing before I heard what you said. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
Like
really?
tonight, so like I kind of agree that you're not going to be able to enjoy the game as much at all without your own team of probably girls, because like from when I saw the few times you got to play with like that one girl on Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
and that other chick, you said she was the only one that complimented you. So like then I all started to click.
Well, I'm
like,
not saying I
oh
need
yeah,
compliments, but they're just they're
Yeah, but
they're,
that
they're,
actually
they're,
is
they're,
helpful.
They're,
I always
they're-
compliment
no,
people
but they're,
that
they're,
play good.
They're inclusive.
You know?
They're inclusive.
that's
they're more inclusive.
exactly that gives it a more inclusive feel. Like when they're like feels like they're paying attention to you playing, kind of.
Especially if you're like on
You
a
know?
team.
Yeah.
You
It
want
feels-
to. You don't want to
it
have to
feels
like
like-
fight to like. Yeah, to like try and like get into the. You're already on the team. I'm already on the team, so
True.
it's
So
like
you're on the
why
team.
do I have to like?
Right.
What more do I have to prove? I'm already on it.
Right. You don't
So
exactly.
I just find it
so
kind of ridiculous.
it's just that's what's the big difference, though. That will enhance your experience because that's literally my experience wherever I go. Like on the game, like people are generally, I'm generally well received.
Yeah, because
Whereas
like in these type
you
of
have
games,
this
it's in these
pressure
type of
where you have to feel
in these
like
type of games, it's
Yeah.
it's so
you have to
it's
compete
so
or something, or you have to
male-dominated.
like, that. Like I said, I can't see how you could ever enjoy the game the same way, like under that kind of pressure.
It's like I don't have a problem playing with anyone. It's just
No.
like I feel like other people
So maybe it is your problem
have
because
the
you feel that
problem.
way.
Yeah, but you always feel a certain way for a reason. Like you always have to trust your gut, trust your intuition. Like if you're feeling that way, it's not because
Too true.
it's not because
Too
of
true.
nothing.
Oh, is it yeah. I think it makes a big difference. I think it'll definitely take your experience up a level.
Right.
And like I said, because I don't think you had more fun than that time. Playing Mortal Kombat with that girl, and then whatever, like you said. That feeling of inclusiveness has to be found more when playing with people like you, I guess. Is what we can conclude from this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we should make this your priority.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't like that idea, but I think we explained it like pretty well. Like it's not like we're being exclude, like we're not trying to exclude people on purpose. It's just
Yeah, well, I mean,
the reality is like
I honestly,
can't see a situation.
I honestly wouldn't even have like thought
where
of
she's
doing
gonna be able
this.
to-
I wouldn't even have
Yeah.
thought of doing this if like
Right. It's
things were like smooth. Like why would I give a shit who I play? I just want to
Yeah.
just play. I just want to play with people.
right. People
you
just
know?
want to play, but I mean, it can
Yeah.
never. I can just see now, it can never be that same way. Like you're never gonna get what you need from the game, basically, without having your own team of people like you. Unfortunately, because that's kind of how it feels.
Yeah.
Like to me, that would sort of be weird. Like, yeah, it was only all
Right.
girls, and then they had
Well,
their
no,
own
no,
sort of
it's-
like
no, no, no,
vernacular or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. No,
you would
it's
feel
no,
really left
no,
out.
I don't care. It's not that. It's just like they expect you to like be a certain way,
Yeah.
and then there's the superiority complex, the
superiority complex, yeah.
inferiority complex. It's just like
Some,
I just
yeah.
want to enjoy myself. That's it. Like that's what it comes down to. But whatever. We're gonna get on anyways and play for now.
Yeah, they're not going to
So-
stop you from playing. It's just they're going to. It kind of just really does gimp the experience.
Yeah.
You know.
But I mean, regardless, like I still really like the game. But anyways, yeah, I think we're gonna. So yeah, we're gonna. Do you want to get
You
on?
want to kill this?
Yeah.
Okay,
So we're gonna
okay,
we're
so
gonna get on
this
and
concludes the pregame show.
Yeah. So
And
thank you for watching, guys, and
yeah, thanks
please
for your interest.
don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more. And
Right.
gameplay is coming up very shortly.
Yeah, we'll be
So
right
thank you
back
so much.
with the gameplay
Thank you for watching
after
and
this
tuning in.
commercial. Yeah, peace, guys.